apparently somebody attacked Bryce because he played this song as one of their bumpers this morning. And so somebody said, that might be the Peterson thing on Friday. He said, no, I've never heard of it. Never listened to the show, so they had no idea.
They play it on 682, so everybody plays it.
Yeah, well, that's too bad for them. That they can suck it up and fork over a little something for a little respect or something.
Oh, you wrote the song? I didn't know you wrote the song.
Well, it's an ego thing. In fact, it's just kind of a thing because, by mistake, and Flounder, I don't know, you're in management, so maybe you can explain this. I think it was accidentally, they sent a memo to me, but they cut it off in the mid, and all it said was, the Dickey Company is proud to announce an afternoon show they can finally be proud of, and then it kind of cut off, and I'm not sure what that was about. It was that.
Me neither.
It's a mystery.
Now, that's an inside, but it's still funny.
It's funny.
Anyway, Kim Repeat and Flounder, how's it going? Neal Boortz at 4 o'clock, and thank you. And here's our number, we still working the phoning one, right?
As of now, yes.
Okay, in fact, I got it right. It's 47. The area code is 470-552-0020. 470-552-0020. Here we go. And Neal Boortz at 4 o'clock, and he was just on Facebook a minute ago. I checked it out, and he said he's watched the two series of something he caught up on, whatever. Landman, was it, or something? And now he needs a new series to watch. And a couple of the suggestions were... I don't remember. I wrote them. I thought I wrote them down. I may not. Yeah. A Mobland, and apparently Hogan's Heroes is making a comeback from Pluto or TV or something. But Mobland. Now, is that the British one? Mobland? Is that the one?
Yeah, but you better have the.
I can't understand it.
The subtitles.
I can't hear. I can't read their. I can't hear. I don't understand their language.
Have the subtitles on, and it's great. It really.
Well,
is. Unfortunately, they fired the star, Tom Hardy. So he won't be there in season 2, allegedly.
Oh my! Now, is that the one with that spaghetti-armed James Bond character?
Pierce Brosnan does a great job.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. Anyway, they say that, but I tried to watch it, and I literally couldn't understand what they were freaking saying.
I know.
And a part of that's just because I'm an old goof.
Okay, here's another one then. It's called The Gentleman. It's on Netflix, and it's kind of the TV version of the movie that was out a few years ago with Matthew McConaughey. And,
I don't know that one at all.
It's basically about marijuana business in England.
Oh,
I've heard. Very entertaining.
Really? I'll be damned.
And the star should have been the new James Bond. I think he would have been a perfect Bond. I don't know if they're going to use him or not, but.
Yeah, I think I've heard you mention that before. And have they decided? Or are they still going to go to a black guy or a gay guy, or do we even know what the hell?
I think he's kind of a blondish guy, a tall guy. You may have seen him in a movie. That's the last I heard. I don't know if that's official or not.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of heroes and celebration, it's Flounder's birthday. Flounder's birthday. Flounder, right here.
Thank you very much.
Now, let me ask you this. Did your birthday start early, this morning? A little birthday. Good morning, baby. Happy birthday.
You'll know. You'll never know. It was a lovely morning, I'll tell you that.
I'll bet you. Now, do you have a thing tonight? I know you have a party tomorrow.
We're going to, just me and her going to dinner this evening, and then tomorrow we're taking a few family members out.
Excellent. Now, without naming the place so you don't get mobbed, is this a fancy schmancy place?
It's our favorite local spot.
Like Italian food, kind of like a dining thing, or a nice fancy tablecloths, or.
Trying to think, it's modern.
Johnny Rockets.
I wish their fries are delicious.
I love Johnny Rockets.
Well, anyway, I don't want to. I'm just curious what kind of
It's a little take on homemade, it's Southern cuisine and Thai.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'll be there.
Nice little fusion.
Excellent. Well, I hope you have a wonderful meal, and it'll be good.
Thank you very much.
Do you guys have favorite dishes at your favorite restaurant?
I like
steak. Know you when you come in, or
steak.
No, not that. They know the drinks we like and stuff like that, but we'll try stuff off the menu.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. Well, anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
And I put a little video on Facebook and YouTube where I brought you some more bags for your sweet bride.
Can always use more bags.
I'll bet you'll like those. I'll guarantee she'll like those silly little gift bags.
They will go in our inventory.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm getting rid of the ones I have in my closet. I can probably just because I keep them, I save them. But I can't throw away a great paper bag or a great box. I've got boxes up the kazoo in my garage and in my living. Anyway, I just can't. If I get a great paper bag or a great box, I have to, whatever. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Again, our goofy number temporarily is area 470-552-0020. Now, and Neal Boortz at 4 o'clock. Also, I bit my tongue, and I hate my life, and I hurts to do anything, and I hate it. So there you are. So I'm going to persevere. I just right on the back.
I bit my cheek last night for some reason.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not.
I hate that.
Not good at all. Anyway, geez, we got a billion things in the news, including some weird stuff and UFO type stuff and another prediction type stuff from a dead Bulgarian woman or something who's supposed to be famous, and we've talked about her before. We got this stuff. Also, we'll talk about UFO footage and we've been talking recently about this flock business from Atlanta that supplies police departments or communities around all over the country with cameras to ID cars based on their not only their license, it's license plate reader, but it does so much more. It'll pick out a car based on their dents, their window stickers, whether they have a luggage rack. It's a very, very highly technologically well advanced spy camera system.
Yeah,
and you'll see one of the latest examples of what they did to misuse it. Actually, a couple different examples. And I heard this morning on the morning show. It's too bad they've never listened to the afternoon show, so they would have known we have our Friday theme because they could enjoy the fact I'm talking about them right now, in fact. Anyway, I heard them on this morning show about some guy did a tremendous speech commentary at some kind of city hall meeting or something complaining about the flock cameras, and we'll play it for it. It's really, really entertaining, and that's coming up here shortly. And we got Holy Crap of Sports. We got a game. We got Pete's tweets. Well, we got our tweets, somebody's tweets. We got Flounder's Funnies and Neal Boortz at 4 o'clock, and more business. I'm with the music industry. They're dropping like flies. Here we go again. Last night, supposed to be a concert in San Francisco, Earth, Wind, and Fire. And Lionel Richie in the news, too.
They're all old acts.
Yeah, they're dropping like flies. It was.
You got to know when to put it. When to hang it up.
I know it was Little River Band the other night, and then an Air Supply, and now Earth, Wind, and Fire was going to do a concert last night in San Francisco, and somebody had a cardiac event. Incident and is in critical condition. They won't say who it is.
Yeah, it's the drummer.
Oh, it's the drummer?
Yeah.
Verdine White, Philip Bailey, Myron McKinley, Ocean Shango, Osundi, Morris O'Connor, Serge Dmitrovich, John Paris, David Whitworth, and Ralph Johnson. I have no idea who that is. Anyway, somebody had a critical condition heart thing. And that's all we know. We said it's a drummer, but again, your tickets back, stuff like that. Lionel Richie just recently was on stage at St. Paul, Minnesota, felt dizzy, strange, had to cut short. Anyway, and again, I just mentioned, but it's life. It's the way it goes. Plus, I suppose. I have no idea, but I suppose it really is a lot of work, even if you're the star and you don't have to do all the rehearsals and everything else. It's still a lot
night
on
after
the
night
system.
A tour. It's a lifestyle.
Touring and living in a bus and driving and fly or whatever, even, going with a band and hotel room. It's got to be a really rough way to make $25 million a week or whatever. Anyway, we could try, we could try to see. We could have a documentary. You give us $25 million and the three of us will go on the damn road and just work for a year and see if we could take it or something.
John Paris is his name.
John Paris, there you are. Well, I'm going to circle that name. I got to find it here. I got it. John Paris. All right, sir. Very good. Anyway, so best of luck, and I hope they, things turn out. But again, it's old timers. Holy cow, it's Let It Rip Friday. Our number 470-552-0020. And your calls on Neal Boortz and having fun. We got UFOs and we got ghost stories. And man, I don't want to be a ghost. I don't want to be a ghost. That's coming up. Look out.
You can stream Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station while you work at extra1063.com. Get the latest from the Morning Extra, The Kimmer Show, and Neal Boortz, and stay connected at the office. That's xtra1063.com.
Well, we got this kind of firecracker weather going on here. Stormy stuff, hot and muggy, whatever. A wholesale supply company, Stovall & Company, is going to help you builders and contractors put in somebody's backyard and landscaping stuff. Wholesale landscaping supplies. Paul and the boys, Trip and Devin. You know, they've got the plants and flowers and trees and shrubs and sod and seed and sprinklers and irrigation systems and stuff to help you build a fireplace or kitchen by the pool. And again, I brag about them all. You know, obviously on-site job, quick right now delivery. It's on the way, and something special nobody else can find. If they don't have it but they know where it is, they'll tell you. StovallInc.com.
Hey, Atlanta, it's Mark from the Safe House, and now the thought of the day. There's only a few things that a safe from the Safe House can't protect you from. The biggest one is socialist Democrats trying to steal elections. Does that really happen? Yes, it does. So for real security, drop by the Safe House and let us show you how to protect your hard-earned valuables from theft and fire. We are the exclusive Browning and Fort Knox safe dealer in the area. That's right, we're the only ones. So don't go unprotected. Go to AtlantaSafehouse.com. That's AtlantaSafehouse.com.
Your garage door struggles. Your windows are drafty. Your front door's outdated. We feel your pain. Every opening of your home is ready to be upgraded. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Updating every opening of your home will improve your curb appeal and lower your energy bills. With flexible financing and payment options, you can start saving right now. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Let's be honest. All cars and all car dealerships are not created equally. So when you're buying a new Toyota, you're not buying a vehicle. You're protecting a major investment. That's why where you buy matters. For over 50 years, Marietta Toyota served our community with the reputation built on straight answers, real accountability, and doing business the right way, proudly here since 1975. They have realized since day one that giving the customer the best deal possible, more car than they thought they were going to get inside their budget, that's how you keep people coming back. Here's the difference you won't hear everywhere. Every new Toyota comes with our nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty. That's valid for unlimited time and unlimited mileage as long as you own your Toyota. That's long-term confidence backed by Toyota quality and, of course, supported by Marietta Toyota, a dealership that will be here after the sale with service and genuine Toyota parts on Cobb Parkway South. Visit Marietta Toyota on Cobb Parkway South, about 3 miles north of Truist Park. MariettaToyota.com. Visit Marietta Toyota. We've been here and we'll be here for you.
Nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty included with every new Toyota purchase. See dealer for coverage details, exclusions, and requirements.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or vason-capted pagel, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Farm.
I like this song. Tay-Tay, shake it up, baby. Yeah, that's what I heard, but it's okay with me. Look out, here we go. Taylor Swift 2 years ago had to cancel 3 Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna. There was a security threat. The shows were part of Taylor Swift's Eras tour, supposed to take place at the Ernst Happel Stadium. There were 2 people arrested. Bum, bum. Hate.
You are so gay.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't physically. She's not my type of woman, but I just love her. I think
it's a catchy little tune.
The fact that she wants to be a girl after being a professional since she was 14.
It's the only song of hers I know.
What, is this the only one you know? 2 people got arrested for trying to plan attacks inspired by the Islamic State group on events in the Austrian capital 2 years ago, and they canceled the concerts for Tay-Tay. Anyway, it came out all right. Let's see. And I salute her as a billionaire person who runs everything in the business that she's put together, and I think she has found love, and I think she likes being a girl and being treated like a girl, and I'm happy for her. I think it's great. break. So you can.
She's nice from a distance, according to Charles Barkley.
Yeah, well, there you are. Well, again. Now, by the way, on my birthday list, Pete Davis, I have several sports birthdays. So I'm going to take one from the sports and political category because it's more political as we speak now, and that is the birthday of Mr. Alan Page. Oh my God, I didn't write down the second.
Well, I'll take that out of my list then.
Oh, no, well, we have to get another list. Hold on. Crap. Oh, here it is.
You want me to do it?
No. I got it right here. 81 years old. See, well, I make my list at home in the morning. This one I did last night, but I forgot to write down when I did today's list to transfer it over, and I forgot to write.
We don't need to know how the sausage is made.
I'm sorry.
Just
I know. Well, he's freaking 81. All right, I'll write it in here now. Hall of Famer, Minnesota Vikings, one of the great, purple people eaters or whatever they were called. I forgot.
Who says he's in the Hall of Fame?
My thing said he was in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Hall of Fame? Football
mine says he's not. So if yours says he is, he better be. He's from Canton, Ohio.
Well, there you go. Alan Page, 81, Supreme Court Justice of the state of Minnesota. Pretty. I mean, that's. I don't know how many other football players. Well, Bradley was a basketball player. Was highly. Anyway, whatever. So anyway, Alan Page is 81. So congratulations. And just an extra second here today. This is a very important day because it was on this day in 1782. In Newburgh, New York, General George Washington, the commander of the Continental Army, creates the badge for military merit. It was a simple purple-colored heart-shaped piece of silk with a narrow binding of silver, the word merit stitched across. The badge was presented to soldiers for any singularly meritorious action. The wearer was permitted to pass guards and sentinels without being challenged. The name was put into a book called the Book of Merit. There were 3 of these awarded to soldiers during the Revolutionary War, and then they forgot about it until 1927. The Army Chief of Staff tried to renew it. In 1931, General Douglas MacArthur took up the cause of what became known as the Purple Heart, hoping to reinstate the medal in time for the bicentennial of George Washington's birthday, and it happened. The Order of the Purple Heart. In addition to the design, the Purple Heart displays a bust of Washington and his coat of arms, the oldest American military decoration for military merit, awarded to members of the U.S. Armed Forces who have been killed or wounded in action against an enemy. It is also awarded to soldiers who have suffered maltreatment as prisoners of war, and this is Purple Heart Day, so God bless you, and Semper Fi. 321, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Okay, we got UFOs, we got ghosts, we got psychics, we got all kinds of stuff. And there's a lot of news. Okay, we'll get news. Donald Trump lost a round about his ballroom. They're still fighting about that. There's going to be appeal, so don't worry about it. Also, just real quickly, did you see that Wisconsin freakoid chick who ran her business, a restaurant into the ground? Her parents had to bail her out. Hong, that Francesca Hong, whatever her name is, she's the new Democrats' would-be governor of Wisconsin, and she's the one who said that she got caught and denied anything about it and kind of wish-wash when they said, do you still believe that we should have canceled Thanksgiving because it was vicious in 1621? And remember this woman just the other day, we talked about her. Well, now, I saw her last night. They actually had a reporter ask her, what's your favorite holiday? And she said, my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. A time for people. I'm going, oh, you dirty, rotten thing. I mean, oh, my God.
A little bit.
we just talked about her 2 days in a row about she said they should have canceled Thanksgiving in 1621. And now she says that's her favorite. Well, anyway, that's what the Democrats do. Anyway, that's a thing we got coming up here talking about that stuff. Also, Todd Blanche. Hey, how about a new rule? From now on, if you're going to elect a senator in a cold weather state, you can't be a girl. How about that? Senator Snaggy Snag Collins, what's her name, from Maine, and that other snagglepuss from Alaska, Murkowski, both girl senators are voting no for Todd Blanche. Just because. There's no reason except to try to cover their butt because they're cowards that are standing up to what they believe. I just hate it.
Well, Collins is running for election, so she has to go to the left in Maine.
I know. It's a shame.
Because they're not national socialists up there, obviously.
It's really unbelievable. Well, there are too many places in this country where you can't really be honest and be yourself.
Remember how Louisiana was dragged through the mud, and justifiably so for a lot of reasons.
Mostly,
when
yes.
David Duke was running for office, and how
right.
everybody said it was an example of how people are in Louisiana, and all of a sudden, but you have Nazis in Maine running
and
for
rapists,
governor, and senator, and now it's just gone away.
Yeah, I know.
Like the people up there didn't support a Nazi.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and so, in fact, that's the point. We've swung so far left in this country that's now even okay. I mean, even Schumer, I think it was, his suspected child molester, was asked about this guy, and he said, well, it's not okay to have, suspected of rape and having a Nazi stuff, but we got a big tent. But we got a big tent. I mean, except Fetterman's the only guy who said, no. Well, anyway. All right, now, other news, we got politics later, and Neal Boortz at 4, so we got all that kind of stuff. Now, another trove of files, including footage of UFOs. And I know they call them EPDs now, or AOEs. I don't know. It's a freaking UFO, okay? I'm going to say UFO. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. What's that?
IUD, I think.
Unidentified flying like an IAP or some aerial phenomenon. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. UAP. I'm saying UFO. Anyway, one of the most extraordinary ones is a military pilot who saw a silent 500-foot triangular object over Bagram Airfield in Afghanistan in 2002. He said it abruptly rolled 90 degrees on its left side, veering right the opposite direction for a conventional aircraft would even do, banking that way, quickly returning to level flight. The pilot said he was stargazing. A colleague approximately 4 o'clock in the morning saw stars suddenly disappearing above them. It appeared as if something huge went overhead. He described the thing as an equilateral triangle moving silently across the sky, steady speed and altitude, no visible lights. Another account. A large metal sphere crashing in the center of Brazil's Rio de Janeiro in 1963, gouging a big hole. The thing had window-shaped openings covered in thick glass, contained, quote, a human body dressed in heavy clothing bearing inscriptions that could not be deciphered. The records preserve witness statements and media reports, but not verified government findings and no evidence that it was extraterrestrial. Now, here's another one. An FBI file, a dramatic encounter over Colorado Springs. Agents standing outside with a co-worker on a clear night. This is a defense guy, apparently. They saw a strange, this sounds like things of a third kind here. A strange dark cloud appeared in the sky. He described the cloud as stationary, seemingly pixelated or distorted before a red light emerged from it as he watched an enormous solid black triangle reportedly came into view, displaying a diffuse red light at each of the corners. The object was as large as the parking lot where he was standing and was at least 3 to 5 stories thick. Traveled at a speed like a helicopter, then instantaneously accelerated to what he thought was Mach 2. He claimed waves appeared to radiate from the craft, producing a shimmering distortion similar to the mirage seen above a hot road. Despite its size and speed, the thing allegedly generated no noise, no visible propulsion, no unusual odor. It abruptly rolled 90 degrees, veering right, disappeared to the south, and then vanished. Another one, Colorado Springs, a couple watching above their home, 300 feet high above their home. It was like a see-through haze with ripples, like you're looking at an object underwater. There's video of what, in fact, I was just talking to Flounder before. I was looking, they showed one video where they tracked it. I didn't see it. I can't, some of these videos, I can't really see what they're showing us. So I don't know. It's not that I'm suspicious. It's just, I don't know. Another one, there was unidentified objects over Utah and Montana in the 1950s, blue and white disc-shaped things, traveling about 3,000 miles an hour. I mean, it's something's there, something's real. So, who am I? Anyway, by the way, we've talked before about this blind psychic named Baba Vanga. It's a woman, I guess. Her name is Baba Vanga. She died in 1996, but she is credited as a blind Bulgarian mystic. They claim that two of her 5 major forecasts for this year have already come true. She said there's going to be arrival of a massive spacecraft, the beginning of a third world war, and a dramatic change in Russia's leadership this year. They credit her with seeing the 9/11 attacks, Chernobyl, Princess Diana's death, stuff like that. But, there's no written record. They have all her people who hear her talking since she was blind at the age of 12, have heard her and talked about these things. So there's not real scientific evidence, obviously. They say she predicted the 9/11 attacks on the Twin Towers. 2 American birds, metal birds, were smashed into our American brothers. Wolves will howl from the bushes and the blood of innocent in the river, stuff like that. So it's a little nebulous. But one of her other claims, she said humanity will make contact with extraterrestrial life this year after a massive spaceship enters Earth's atmosphere. It's set to happen in November, and that gives us a specific window to judge the prediction. And this says Donald Trump's releasing more and more of these UFO things. And I wonder if there's a big thing at the end where, and now it's a monster. We've got them. I wonder if they actually have a creature, who you might say, how you doing, ladies? It'd be like, young Frankenstein, putting on the Ritz. How freaking funny would that be? How funny would that be? Does a little song and dance. Don't be afraid. What do you bet?
Putting on the when I was a kid and I saw that, I didn't find that movie funny. But as an adult, it is hysterical.
I just watched it again last weekend. I watched it in parts and pieces just because I love Terry Garr, too, by the way. Late Terry Garr, unfortunately. Anyway, Kimber Pete Flounder, Neal Boortz at 4 o'clock, so look out. Here we go. It's Friday. How you doing? Join us if you feel like it. I don't know. What do you think?
Who decides what you're allowed to say online? Free speech is under fire now more than ever, and Extra 106.3 is proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta, where the conversation doesn't need anyone's permission. Listen live or stream us anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app.
There's a new vibe in Tucker, and it's teeing off at Heritage Golf Links. After a multi-million-dollar renovation, the course has never looked better. From pristine new greens and bunkers to the stunning 11,000 square foot putting green, Heritage Golf Links is ready to impress, challenge, and deliver an unforgettable round you'll come back for again and again. And when the sun goes down, the game keeps going. Our one-of-a-kind night range is lit up and open Friday and Saturday nights until 10 p.m. so your swing can shine under the lights. So, whether you're practicing, playing, or just enjoying the full-service bar and grill, Heritage Golf Links is the perfect place for golfers who want more than just a round. Heritage is a destination and a better golf experience. Located just minutes from downtown Atlanta, Heritage Golf Links is easily accessible from I-285 and I-85 in Tucker, Georgia. Reserve your tee time at heritagegolflinks.com. That's heritagegolflinks.com.
Hey, this is Los with David from Atlanta, who just purchased his new car with the Honest Car Guy, the new, fully transparent way to buy your next vehicle. David, tell us about your experience.
I had been looking for a vehicle for a couple months. The car buying process was a little challenging at first for me. I had some credit issues in the past, and I just happened to hear a familiar voice on the radio, and it happened to be on the Honest Car Guy ad. I got in touch with Tom. Within 2, maybe 3 days, I had a vehicle being shipped here from Orlando, Florida. I have already recommended him to family members, several friends, and I'll purchase a car from Tom when I make my next purchase for sure.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Your yard. It stresses you out between the watering, the seeding, the weeding, and mowing. And no matter what you do, you're never satisfied. Have you thought about artificial turf? It's low maintenance, pet friendly, and looks amazing all year round. ATL Turf Co. is Atlanta's top choice for artificial grass installation. Let them build you a custom golf or putting green, outdoor kitchen, or pool deck. They even specialize in custom concrete and stonework. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at atlturfco.com. That's atlturfco.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Stratton from Tom and Jerry's Roofing, a 10-year veteran of the U.S. Army. When my best friend Jerry and I opened Tom and Jerry's Roofing, we wanted our company to be an outlet for good. So with every roof we do, a portion goes to various veteran services and charities. Tom and Jerry's Roofing is passionate about giving you the best service and quality work possible, and that work turning into service for our heroes. So if you need a new roof or a repair, call us. We're Tom and Jerry's Roofing, where every roof helps veterans. TomandJerry'sRoofing.com.
When it comes to supplements, two things matter most. One, that it works. And two, you can trust it. Rather than just tell you about Relief Factor, I want to let my audience do it. We hear from people every single day whose lives have changed, and I'd like you to hear a few of their stories. Jim wrote in, he said he ran out of Relief Factor twice. Both times his ache and stiffness and pain came back. Once he restarted, he said, I felt better again. As Jim puts it, you know something's working when you run out of it. Jim, I can tell you that's exactly, I didn't run out of it. I just thought, my wife made me take it. I'm like, it's not going to work. And then I started feeling better, and I was like, well, I did my 3 weeks. I'm feeling better, but it's just me. I'm in a good spot. I stopped taking it, and it all came rushing back. That's how I appreciate what Relief Factor does, and it could change your life. They make it easy to find out if you'll be the next person telling us Relief Factor helped you tackle your daily aches and pain. 3 weeks for just $17.76. Call 1-800-4RELIEF. Get the 3-week quick start, $17.76. 1-800-4RELIEF. ReliefFactor.com. We hope you soon will be sharing your story with us.
Yeah, that would be we. Look out, stand by. Yeah. All right, sir. Lemmy here, a little prehistoric crocodile man. Kind of hard to explain, but yeah. Now, see, I can't understand a word he's saying. Do you know what he's saying? Anybody know what he is actually saying?
Ace of
Spades. What the hell is he?
Ace of Spades.
Oh, okay, no. Anyway, 2017.
Clear as a bell.
2017, a prehistoric crocodile was renamed in late Motorhead frontman Lemmy Kilmister's honor. On this day in 2017, the creature, formerly called Stenosaurus obstetricans, I think, was now known as Lemmissuchus obtusidens. The study in the Zoological Journal of the Linnean Society in 2017 had a fresh look at the fossil skeleton of the prehistoric crocodile and gave it the new classification and the new scientific name, named after Lemmy from Motorhead. Good heavens. Let's see. Birthday list today includes Larry Wilcox from Chips. Remember the TV show Chips? He was kind of the sandy-haired guy. Always seemed like a nice fellow in the thing as for a cop. 70. Not that all cops aren't wonderful, but he seemed kind of preppy. Larry Wilcox. In fact, I always wanted to be a motorcycle cop, and that's why when I had a little money there for a while several years ago, when I bought that police motorcycle from the Cobb County Police Department through Earl Smalls and souped it up. And that was my police motorcycle that I had painted with police girls on the side of each tank. Anyway, long story. Larry Wilcox, 79. Also, Deborah Norville's birthday. Deborah Norville is 68 years old. I remember she was an anchor, a reporter, and I don't know if she was ever an anchor one, but she was a reporter here for years in Chicago. I think maybe Channel 5, I've heard, Channel 2, I can't remember. Remember what Deborah Norville
5. She was Channel 5.
Yeah. And when I left here to go to Chicago temporarily as a weekend anchorman and a live shot reporter guy, I covered a story at the Naval Reserve Center where a guy was accused of molesting Navy recruits, taking advantage of them. And among the people covering the story was a major story. It was a national story, so we were all doing national reports. So I did mine for ABC. And Deborah Norville was there covering the story, too. The first time I'd actually met her in person, and I was struck by the fact that she's a beautiful woman, but she's big. I mean, she's tall, and I mean, she's like 5'9" or 10 or something, and just a beautiful woman. Extreme. My impression of her personally was very serious, extremely professiontional, and really on the job. And I don't want to say cold, but I want to say really just not maybe aloof, but she, as a good-looking woman, especially one who kind of stands out, they have that special sort of a shield, and she was very nice. Yeah, they have to.
Didn't she date Harmon Wages?
Harmon Wages is very
running back.
Yeah, I remember there's some famous stories, and
there were stories.
Yeah, some stories.
We
about,
can't say any of them.
Well, no. I mean,
on the air.
I mean, we're all the same. We all like to take a shower. I mean, what's the difference in the circumstances
in those
around
round
it?
tubs.
Well, no, we don't want to. There's no sense in anyway.
It's all going to be in the book. It's all going to be in the book.
I got a special chapter in my book. Shut Up and Leave Me Alone coming out.
No, there's a special chapter on Atlanta and Georgia media people.
Boy, if I got some stories there. Anyway, Deborah Norville is 68 years old today, and I hope she's doing great. I think she's happily married.
Yes,
she's
very good.
Terrific. She's a lovely lady. And I was very impressed. I mean, very smart as a whip. A tough questioner. She asked that guy, she was it's working for CBS, I think, at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, and a quick a historical note here for you, too. A little political thing I thought was fairly amusing. On this day in 2018, images of Walt Disney's version of Winnie the Pooh became censored in China in 2017 on this day when the internet memes compared Chinese Paramount leader and General Secretary Party Xi Jinping compared the two to the bear stuffed with fluff. Still sore on this day in 2018, the live-action film Christopher Robin was not allowed to open in theaters in China, although they refused to say exactly why, but it was because people were complaining that he looked just like Winnie the Pooh and what's his name, Z there or whatever the thing there. So
he does.
Yeah, he does. Exactly like. There he is now. Anyway, Kimmerpine Flounder, how's it going? We have the new funny number. By the way, we don't know how long it's going to last, but for now on, here's the number to give us a call if you want to go on the radio. Or even contact you in calling the place. 470, that's the area, 470-552-0020. Neal Boortz joining us at 4 o'clock. Now, again, we have political stuff, and Donald Trump. In fact, I think he's at the State Department, and they're with Rubio, and they're right now they're talking about investment things. So we'll see we'll get over to him here at some point if he has anything breaking to do. Let's see. Have you seen a ghost? There's a new study that shows the uncanny experiences that most of us maybe don't share with other people are much more common than we might think. There was a study done in Brazil, research and education people, 5,000 people they talked with about weird experiences, and it revealed that most people have experienced strange events at some point, and most of them are seen as positive. Seeing a presence, having a vision, feeling like you're observing yourself from outside your body, more common than you would suggest. For the study, they did overwhelming feelings of joy, awe, fear, seeing visions, hearing voices, out-of-body experiences, feeling the presence of deceased or near-death experience, lucid dreams. The people asked about who they thought might be responsible, whether it was gods, angels, spirits, or other entities, and whether they thought they had been chosen. The results show people experience a non-ordinary event alone mostly. Only 10% have experiences like this in a religious or spiritual setting. Most of the experiences are quick. A third of the respondents said they didn't believe someone caused it. Some say it was a god or gods. 11% said the Holy Spirit did it. The study said results for the appraisal of joylessness or distress or joy showed an average of about 50% of the participants said they felt joy or well-being during their ghostly experiences. About 25% said they were neutral, no really emotional attachment to it. And the other 25% said they felt uncomfortable or suffered to some effect. A scientist said, and along with this said, there are 3 factors that make paranormal experiences more likely. First of all, you may be susceptible by your paranormal personality, neurological mix-ups, personality traits, and so forth. But when the human brain creates an experience of the supernatural, it may misinterpret the world and may be a perfect storm of factors converging and triggering the sensation of a paranormal experience. But if it's true that it's more normal than you would think, and again, I don't think I've talked about it on the radio. The other day, I watched one of those freaking TV shows, and it was called Ghost Adventures or one of those things on PBS, whatever, or History Channel or something. And they had the guys with their little meters. They now have meters. The Ghost Hunter Joe. They have meters.
We had them.
Yeah, you had meters. So,
Wayne and I did it.
Yeah,
we had them.
Yeah, well, they went into this place where the grandmother was murdered or something, and then nobody wants to live there anymore. And they went in the house, and sure enough, they felt the thing. They showed the meters. There was some response to their meter that said car accident, dead, or something like that. That it showed up in print or somehow. And then everything went weird, and they started saying, "Oh my God, hold on, I feel something bad, something's going on here." And they had to leave the room. And then one guy said, "Oh my God," and he said, "It went through me. It went through me. Mm-hmm. The ghost went through me."
Sure it did.
And
tell them what you did.
I'm telling you.
Tell them what you did, you big man.
I turned off the television set. I don't want to. I'm not watching. I don't want to be a ghost. I do not want to be a ghost, and I don't want to know that they're looking at. I don't want to be a ghost. I mean, what? And by the way, who decides whether you're a ghost? How do you get into that thing? Is it something? And then how long are you a ghost? And are you trapped, or are you looking forward to scaring? So I mean, oh my God! I mean, it just
don't change the subject, you big burly marine.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, I stopped watching. I turned off. I stopped watching.
It's a team.
I got scared.
I get scared.
You know, it's like you bastard. You don't watch those stupid zombie movies and what are the dead people? What do they call those? You know, you're going to bring them up. You know, you're calling for them. You're going to make them real.
You really? Okay. This is big in sports broadcasting now to say you've spoken something into existence. Do you really think a human being can speak something into existence?
I don't know. Who knows?
Just left for God?
You don't know. How do you figure what's a brainwave? What's a thought? What's an imagination? If I say I want you to imagine something about elephants, you're doing it right now.
The only thing I know that ever spoke something in existence was God.
Well, I believe in that.
At first
I'm holding on to
the
it.
Word. And the word was good.
Let there be. I know. But still, I mean, maybe he's behind me. Maybe it's like a little joke where he's got something, on the side. So I'll give a little something. I'll give a little ghosting over down to the Peterson people or something.
Well,
who knows?
They claim if you die and you have who doesn't have unfinished business? First of all, everybody's got unfinished business. Yeah. But if you die, I think if you die in your sleep or you die so quick in a violent way that you don't know you're dead.
Well, your brain may like a live chicken cut a head off. I mean, it's conceivable. The nerves keep going, or the chemical things, or whatever.
You're a ghost because you don't know, and that's what they say. You have to pass on. You got to go through the light. You got to move on because they don't know they're supposed to move on yet.
I know, but I don't. But still, how do you figure? I mean, it's God.
I tell you, Wade and I used to do that. We did it at the theater there in Dallas, Georgia.
Yeah.
And we did it at the Lawrenceville Cemetery when I fell into the open grave.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But the bottom line now,
some weird stuff.
Did you see one, and do you believe in it? I think Wayne said he saw one. He took a picture of one, I think he said one time.
Wayne saw one when he was in the Air Force.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
And we took, not video, but we took sound stuff where he says he heard voices on the sound thing.
Yeah.
And he may still have it. I have a photograph from a house where a person died where it's this wispy white thing is coming up out of the floor.
Yeah.
I never had that explained by anybody what the heck that thing was.
Well, I know I know I'm late for a break here. Just 1 second. There's a fire chief named McClawson in New Orleans years ago when I was there, and I've talked to the man, and he's one of the most respectable men I've ever known in my life, fire chief and everything else. He saw a woman in a window in a burning house and tried to go get her, and it was a woman who had died a long time ago. And he saw her.
There's a girl in England that appeared in a building that was burning, and she wasn't there when they went in.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the real part that scares me. You can actually a visible form, and you wonder what that girl is seeing. Does she see, or does she calling for, I mean, oh God. I mean, all right, look out. All right, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. What a setup. Poor Neal. He's going to cancel, right? He's calling, honey, I'm not. Tell him I can't do it. Give her feed and flounder, and hopefully Neal Boortz
Technical difficulties.
at 4. Yeah, couldn't get through up in the mountains, you know.
Damn it. Dadgummit.
Love having a true conservative news and talk station in Atlanta? Then spread the word. Tell your family and friends to download the Extra 106.3 app and stream the Morning Extra, The Kimmer Show, and Atlanta's biggest lineup of conservative voices.
Hey, what's up? It's Drake Baldwin here to talk about my personal Rookie of the Year, Superior Plumbing. They say you can't be Rookie of the Year more than once, but Superior has been proving themselves for over 40 years as the GOAT of plumbing. Whenever I need a leak repaired, toilet replaced, or water heater, I call Superior Plumbing, and you should too. They handle each job with care and honesty. For Superior, there's no job too small.
For Superior, the honest one, call 770-422-PLUM.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
For the purpose of this commercial, we'll refer to erectile dysfunction as Ed. This is the story of Ed. No one likes Ed. Ed can be a real problem, a real downer. Ed can come between you and your partner. And if you let Ed go unchecked, Ed'll continue to destroy your hanky-panky plans. Ed has taken over your life. On date night, all you can think about is Ed. When you roll over in bed for the morning smooch, there's Ed. And when you're cooking a romantic dinner for your wife, there's Ed in an apron. So how do you get rid of Ed? Kick him to the curb with Total Body Therapy of Georgia. They're Ed experts. They understand what causes Ed to be Ed, and they know how to get Ed going in the right direction. He'll learn to stand on his own with proven all-natural therapies that don't require surgery or downtime. So if you've had enough of Ed, take matters into your own hands. Call Total Body Therapy of Georgia at 404-777-1911. Learn more online at tbtofga.com.
Babe, can you knock out my honey-do list today?
Oh, I know. I told you I'd get to it this weekend.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalomia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. I can't fix your marriage, but I can fix your house. With our handyman for a day service, we'll handle those drywall patches, that door that won't latch, the leaky faucet, and the wood rot all around your house. The whole punch list, done fast, done right. You keep your weekend, she gets the house done. Everybody wins. Book your handyman for a day at thetrustedtoolbox.com. One call, one handyman, one day, the Trusted Toolbox.
Let me ask you a question, and I want you to really think about it. When a decision gets made about your health care, who's in the room? Because it's not just you and your doctor, it's your insurance company. They have files on you, pages of it. And here's the part it should bother you. It's not always accurate. Somebody from this audience found this out. He called Chapter, the only Medicare advisor that I trust, because his cost kept climbing and nobody would tell him why. His Chapter advisor dug in and found the record that they were using on him, and it was flat out wrong. So she corrected it and went back to work finding him better options. Nobody else is going to do that. That's the difference. That's Chapter. Their advisors aren't paid to push one plan over another. They're on your side of the table. They compare every Medicare plan nationwide. They have found people an average of $1,100 a year in healthcare savings, and the call is completely free. It'll take you about 20 minutes. Talk to Chapter today. Dial pound 250. Say the keyword Chapter. That's pound 250. Keyword Chapter. Pound 250 Chapter.
Dang, 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 dang. I've accidentally said skank there, I think. I feel bad. I actually feel sorry for this girl, honestly. Britney Spears, 1998. The music video for her Baby One More Time single was shot at Venice High School, the same school where they used to shoot the movie in 1978, Grease. And 20 years later, 1998, on this day, the song Chop the Tarts. The song Chop the Tarts. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. How about Top the Charts, you idiot? In 23 countries. Number one in 23 countries, the best-selling single of 1999, Baby One More Time, Britney Spears. The song's one of the best-selling singles of all time. It turns out Brittany. And if I think she's still having trouble and still fighting stuff and legal things and custody of children or something. It's a mess. She's a mess. I feel bad for her, to be honest with you. And I was honest with you. By the way, I lied. Deborah Norville is 68 tomorrow. Not today, but since we're not on tomorrow, I thought I'd get it for you because I wanted to salute her as a wonderful girl.
You called into question everything you say.
I know I lied. I lied to you, but I've admitted it, therefore, and I've not apologized because I don't take it back because I think you needed to hear it. So I did the right thing, and I lied at the very beginning. Now, today, this will not be a lie. David Duchovny, birthday, 66 years old. Fox Mulder on The X-Files. I never saw that, actually. I know of it, but I never saw it. And also Hank Moody on Californication, which I watched every time that was on. I really enjoyed that show. Although the girl, his star girlfriend that was on it, I didn't like her at all. She just freaked me out.
I don't like him either, so...
Yeah, I didn't like him as an actor, but the show was fun. And that's, in fact, that's where remember the girl with oh God, the movie of the lawyer who meets the woman whose husband he blows him up in a house and he throws a chair through the window to have sex with her.
Body Heat.
Yeah, Body Heat. And the chick in Body Heat is the chick in the Body Heat.
Same from Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone. I tell you, it's not going to. Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner.
Flounder couldn't take it anymore. Thank you, Flounder.
Forget what I was going to say.
Anyway, Kathleen Turner in Californication gained about 100 pounds.
She was Chandler's dad in Friends. Remember?
Yeah, there you go. and she was enormous in Californication. So anyway, but that's...
and David Duchovny is the same jackwagon that went on some national TV show and just absolutely blasted Savannah.
Savannah, Georgia?
How can you hate Savannah?
God, what could be wrong with Savannah?
He just hated it because he's a jackwagon New Yorker that anything outside of New York is just, uncivilized.
What an idiot.
He's a jerk.
God. Anyway, Kimmer Pete and Flounder, and you got an update here in the space guys?
They found another one in Brazil.
Oh, my God.
It's a body. You talk about bodies.
Yeah. All right, well, just very quickly, we'll do it here. Again, Neal Boortz joining us at 4 o'clock, and I got a Flounder's Funny coming up here in 2 minutes. Declassified files, a dead spaceman discovered inside a mysterious metal sphere. Oh, now the damn thing's got a commercial. Here we go. Glass-covered bodies, human body, and heavy clothing. The crash, mysterious, State Department, they tried to verify the account. The mystery began to collapse. We kind of referred to this earlier, Guy. It said to a crash in the municipality in the Brazilian state of Bahia in 1963. And, but, again, they don't have... Where's the body? You'd think somebody would have had some kind of evidence to keep, so that's why it's kind of wishy. All right, hold on. Well, I screwed up. I've got a great story. We're going to have to play the soundbite after we talk to Neal Boortz. Or we'll do a Flounder's Funny
do it
later.
Now if you want. We'll do the funnies afterwards.
We'll do a Flounder's Funny a little bit. I owe you one. First of all, in Wisconsin, they've tracked a guy across state lines using that flock camera system. The Wisconsin Sheriff's Department records license plate, They know that next door in Michigan, you can buy marijuana, but the possession remains a misdemeanor, punishable by 6 months in jail in Wisconsin. But in Michigan, recreational weed is legal. So the cops are looking at license plates and found, hey, this one guy travels to Michigan an awful lot. That doesn't mean they can prove anything, but they said, well, we're going to check this out. So they created suspicion. They filed a complaint, and they used a pretext of some kind of a criminal possibility, and they called Michigan a known source of state marijuana that's legal there. So they got police to get his license plates, got a hit going home from Michigan, and so the cops made an effort to intercept his vehicle, pulled him over, smelled marijuana, and not that he was smoking it, but was in the car, found the weed, charged him with possession because they tracked him with a flock camera, said, boy, this guy goes to Michigan a lot, so let's see what he's up to. They used the flock cameras to nail the guy and set him up.
Now their business where
holy
he's going to Michigan.
crap! And of course, there were dozens of arrests in Florida. They tracked a woman. A cop in Florida tracked a woman on flat to pull her over so he could keep meeting her. I mean, one after another.
day.
Now here's a guy Here's a guy talking about how it happened to him at a city council meeting or something. Here you go, morning show.
Normally, I wouldn't come to a city council meeting. I'm one of the county's pains in the ass. Historically, I stay out of the city, and the city stays out of my business. It was a pretty decent arrangement. But then y'all sent me one of these tickets from one of your AI red light cameras you have deemed as necessary infrastructure in your city. Thing about this is I was in Seminole, Alabama at the time I allegedly ran this red light downtown. How can I be in two places at once, you ask? Don't worry, I asked myself that too. Outside of Scotty beaming me up 30 miles in an instant, the only logical conclusion is I wasn't there. These things have been deemed unconstitutional for this reason, because the enforcement action of 316.0083 unduly shifts the burden of proof to the vehicle owner, me, to prove my innocence rather than the state having to prove my guilt. Currently, I'm guilty by default. I've been convicted by a computer program. Usually this whole mess of who committed the infraction is settled by a police officer pulling somebody over and actually witnessing them in the driver's seat. The AI camera doesn't do any driver verification whatsoever. To get your constitutionally mandated due process, you have to jump through hoops put up by Automated Enforcement Division, a private company in Orlando that's owned by another corporation called Novoa Global, which is owned by a Chilean-Swedish millionaire named Carlos Hofstedt. So not only does this process flow through a private company, our DMV records and personal registration information are accessible by a foreign actor. But anyway, AED sends you this paper, and if you want to fight this thing because you're wrongfully accused, me again, you can't just request a hearing through PPD or the courthouse. Remember, Carlos is involved, so if you have to go through his company, his website, print off his paper, fill it out with enough information to take out a home loan, have it notarized, mail it to the foreign actor, Carlos in Orlando, and then wait for something from someone to tell you about a hearing. This is undue burden even to begin to try to get some kind of due process. Paying is super easy, though. Go figure. And about that, you can't pay cash. PPD doesn't accept it, and neither does Carlos. According to 31 U.S.C. 5103, all U.S. currency and coins must be accepted for all government obligations, fines, fees, taxes, and due. So not only does
anyway, that's another flock camera thing.
Freedom for security.
All right, Kimmer P. Flounder and Neal Boortz right after the 4 o'clock news. Look out. Here we go.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. This hour is presented by Atlanta's Safe House.
Billions for mining. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. President Trump just announced a series of mining projects worth $3 billion.
Which will create thousands of jobs and promote our economic stability and security.
And he also pledged more money.
I'm thrilled to announce that we're delivering $100 million to train the next generation of American miners, and you have a lot of you are in the room right now.
And the president says the mining projects include a $1.4 billion loan agreement between the War Department and Sila Nanotechnologies to build a battery facility in Washington state. And President Trump also had some strong words today after a U.S. appeals court ruled against him on the White House ballroom, calling the ruling a horrendous, politically motivated and unlawful action. The court barred construction of the $400 million ballroom project without congressional approval. And it is giving the administration, though, 2 weeks to appeal, which President Trump says it will do. Senate confirmation for acting Attorney General Todd Blanche to become AG is hanging by a thread, but he picked up more support today from Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana.
Mr. Blanche is not perfect, and he will tell you this. But the choice is not between perfection and Mr. Blanche. It is between Mr. Blanche and another acting Attorney General who may not run the department effectively under President Trump.
And Republican Senator Cassidy is dismissing any differences with the president, says he will vote to confirm Blanche. Two Republican senators, Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski, say they will not vote for Blanche. If he loses any more GOP support, he will not be confirmed. And stocks in the week higher after investors bet a weaker than expected jobs report will give the Federal Reserve time to hold off on raising interest rates. The Dow up 151 points. The Nasdaq up 342. America's listening to Fox News.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Born on America's darkest day, September 11th, 01, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, they have helped American heroes ever since. Heroes like United States Navy Chief Shannon Kent. Kent was killed in a suicide bombing, leaving behind her husband, Joseph, their two kids. Tunnel to Towers honored her sacrifice and paid off the family mortgage, giving them security forever. Donate $11 a month. Maybe you have a car to donate, land to donate. Please go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Hey-oh. How you doing? Look out. I think by that sound, we know exactly what's going to happen now. Spectacular funness with Neal Boortz from somewhere, either in the Rockies or on the way to Point Someone. Neal Boortz, welcome. How's it going? What's happening?
Did something today yesterday that you would enjoy.
All right, sir. That would be?
Went to Grand Lake in the middle of the Rockies.
Oh, nice. And?
Went elk riding.
Elk riding? Riding an elk?
Yeah.
I did not know they had elk that were tamed enough to ride. You mean ride like with a saddle or on the back? What
who the hell said they were tame?
Well, how do you get them? What do you lasso them and then jump on her?
There's a stable in Grand Lake where you can do that.
I'll be darned.
And you know what? They all have the antlers. You hold on to those, and they're like handlebars on a motorcycle.
That can't be true. The insurance policy would be $1 trillion. They'd gore people every afternoon. My God, man, that can't be real.
Okay, first of all, elk don't gore.
Oh, all right, sir.
They stomp.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's so much better. Have your kidney plopping out your, liver hole or something.
No, I talked to an ER doctor in Estes Park about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, and I said, well, what's your biggest issue here? He said elk.
That's unbelievable.
And I said, are they gore people? He said, no, they stomp.
Well, I'll be darned.
So we have stomp injuries.
I'll be darned. I had no idea.
No, but I mean, really, Kimmer, they're like handlebars.
No, you can no. Hold on a minute. Do they have saddles on them? So they actually saddle up an elk with horn. Do they have a bridle, or I mean, how do you?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a horse.
Well, I find
and
that
of course,
incredible.
It's a Western saddle. I know you like to ride English.
No, I don't, and you know very well I don't ride English. I've just posted videos of my custom-made saddle for Jack the Big Boy and my custom-made bridle, although I didn't use that because they took natural horsemanship and just used a rope on them for 10 years.
How long did it take you to transfer from an English to a Western saddle?
Well, I never rode English except when I was taking lessons as a young boy. When I was 11, 12 years old, that's what they taught was English riding, and I jumped and did stuff like that. But when I became an adult and bought my first horse in 1980, it was all Western, baby, all Western.
Well, you ever get out here? Now, Grand Lake is not the easiest place to get to, okay?
Yeah, I'll bet, yeah.
But you ever get out here, you ought to try that.
I will try
like a good elk ride.
I will. Well, in fact, I'm going to Colorado in a matter of several weeks, and I think that's probably a little too far away from where I'll be, but see the
where are you going to be?
In the Denver area. I got family there. Going to go see them.
Okay. Well, by the way, I woke up today and the mountains are not exactly crystal clear, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Smoke or fog?
Yeah, smoke. So you can go to Smoke Map. Google Smoke Map, and it'll geolocate your position, and it'll. Yep, sure enough, the mountains around where I am right now, they're orange when it comes to. In the warning scale, green, yellow, orange. We're orange.
Now, is that from those wildfires or from Canada?
Sir.
From the wildfire? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What a mess. I mean, what a horrible thing, by the way. All of a sudden, everything just, here come the flames and there goes your house.
Well, I know. Don't you feel sorry for?
I do. Absolutely.
And you know, these wildfires out here, they have incredible. Well, I don't know what the word is. They have powers that you wouldn't believe, because when you look at a TV anchorman showing a burned out house, the TV anchorman will say they lost everything they had.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it and say, damn, that fire took away their education, their income, their friends.
Yeah, only Neal Boortz, only you would say, well, you forgot the edge. You know, I mean,
it took away their pension.
Yeah, I know. Well, they didn't take away their spirit for living. It was a kind of. Anyway.
Yeah. Then you mentioned, I want you to.
Yes.
I know you're going to. You don't have a lady in the house. If you you're not very open about it.
Well, an Asian cheerleader night on Kimmer Fan Club, everyone. But that's it. That's it.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh boy.
But anyway, you mentioned Deborah Norville. What a sweetheart she is.
Yeah, I'm a very impressive woman. Very impressive woman.
Oh, absolutely. And but she used to be the host of Inside Edition.
There you go. Inside that became, I think, after, and that was a time when every major market had an Inside Edition type local show too. They started doing that. Those half-hour shows popped up everywhere, and she was good. I mean, she was great at that stuff. I remember her on Inside Edition.
She's great.
Yeah.
But and I'm not Eva Pilgrim is the host, but Donna loves the show.
Yeah.
If Donna loves the show, we're going to watch it every time it's on.
Okay. I didn't know it was still going.
But they do something on that show, and I think Channel 2 News does it. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it's something that just irritates the hell out of me.
Yeah.
They take a commercial and present it as a news story.
Oh, like what? Like the latest in the bottling for Coca-Cola or something?
On Inside, it's today's deals, and on some it's deals and steals.
Yeah.
Well, there's just something I want you to watch Inside Edition.
All right.
For the days that they put this phony little commercial for blankets and thermos jugs and what have you on there and call it a news story.
Yeah.
But there's a girl that does that called, her name is Brooke Alexander.
Okay.
I know her first name is Brooke. I think her last name is Alexander.
Yeah. And
I want you to watch it. I want you to watch it for this.
Okay.
While her co-host is describing the item, she will look at the item like it's a sex toy.
Ooh, I can't wait to get this home, kind of deal.
you want to look at the expression on her face.
Mercy.
She's looking at that item. Oh, I cannot wait to get this home. I'm going to take a shower with it.
Well, I'll have to check that out.
Am I weird or not?
No. Hey, it's TV, stuff, people.
Then you talk about UFOs. See, I listen to you.
Well,
I listen.
We're very flattered.
And Donna and I did something a couple of years ago that is so unique. Very few people will ever have the opportunity to do this. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
But it's just the logistics.
Yeah.
We were camped in the Boortz bus at a campground at the base of Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower, talking about UFOs. That's the one out there where the guy made the mashed potatoes of the Devil's Tower, and then he got to the Devil's Tower where the UFOs were, third encounter kind. Yeah.
So we had a copy, a DVD of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So we put some chairs in front of the outside TV on the Boortz bus, and we sat there and watched Close Encounters.
How cool is that? That's got to be unbelievable.
with Devil's Tower in the background.
Oh, man.
And other people gathered around and watched it with us. It was really cool. It really was.
Cool. When I retire, I'm going to get me a van and a chick, and I'm going to drive around and see. Oh, sorry. No, not really.
Yeah, just don't be a Brian Laundrie. story.
Brian, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, well, Pete will tell you.
Brian Laundrie. All right, sir.
Is that the Idaho guy?
Yeah.
Oh, and I remember that story. Oh, yeah, no, that's good because his little girlfriend. But yeah, no, that's no.
Yeah.
That's
God, what a tragic story.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
there's a story. I don't even know where the hell this happened.
Yeah.
But some grade school kid showed up first day of school with a gun in his backpack.
Oh, Lord. There's just no explanation for that now,
Well, I mean, we don't know that he knew it was there.
Well, but again, either way, how could a parent have a gun somehow get into a kid's backpack? I mean,
maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a parent's backpack at one time.
Well, but still, even then, I mean, you still, I don't know. I mean, how is that possible? I don't know.
Kimmer, here's the reason I bring it up.
Yeah.
Is because, and you may remember this, Pete probably does. I don't even know if Flounder was in Georgia at the time this happened, because it's got to be 20 years old, 15, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Anyway, this woman got married, I believe, in St. Louis, I think, somewhere up there. This girl got married. And so they're going for a honeymoon to the Caribbean somewhere, doesn't matter where. Going to the Caribbean. They have to change planes in Atlanta. You have to change planes in Atlanta to go to hell.
No matter what, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Heaven or hell, you're going to change planes in Atlanta.
So, they had to change planes in Atlanta. Yeah. So she's, they're changing planes. She goes to the restroom to freshen up.
Yes, freshen. Yeah.
And in the carry-on, doggone it, there's a loaded pistol in her carry-on.
Aha.
It was her mom's. It was her mom's carry-on.
Oh.
And somehow she got through security where she got on the plane. Excuse me. And so now there she is at Hartsfield Airport changing planes to go to the Caribbean. It's her wedding day. They're going to do the consummation routine that night in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Because they'd never done that before. This is
save yourself, sure.
Absolutely.
The real one.
And so, oh God, she has a dilemma.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I could take this gun out of the backpack right now and just dump it in the trash bin here in the restroom. But, somebody else may find it and something terrible could happen.
That's true. That'd be bad.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can do is to go find a police officer, tell him what happened, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So what the great and wonderful Atlanta police did?
Well, they said, thanks, ma'am. Go your way. We really appreciate it. Have a nice vacation.
What planet are you
honeymoon.
coming from? They arrested her and took her to jail.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah.
She spent her wedding night in jail in Atlanta for doing the right damn thing.
Yeah, I know.
They say that it used to be then, I don't know if it is now, if you're not in good standing with your superiors at the Atlanta Police Department, you're going to get the airport detail.
Well, the airport detail used to be for the people who screwed up. And now, I don't know if I can't imagine that's still true these days with the international terrorism stuff, but it used to be that was well known. If you screwed up, you were at the airport. Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
Yeah.
Poor girl. I wish she had filed a lawsuit.
Well, I don't even know if they would do that anymore. I think there have been cases where people have saying, "Oh, I've got this, didn't know it was here. You take it," and they let you go. They give you a certificate, a thing where you have to go, probably talk to somebody later, but they still let you go on your way. I don't think they'd lock you up anymore.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I know I had my own incident in 2008.
Yeah.
I'm coming back from Dublin, Ireland. And I'd been in London, I'd been in Dublin, Donna and I both, and we had to go through that cluster fornication where you come in to the international terminal and then you have to go through security again to get to the domestic. I don't know if they still do it that way.
I don't know.
But I had a fake hip and a fake knee. So beep, 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 beep. And I had to go,
sir.
I had to go into the holding pen until they could wand me.
No.
And I watched my bag. Oh,
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah. And I watched a TSA guy reach into my bag, pull out a camera and an iPod. and stuff it into his pocket and turn around and walk off. And I screamed, "Hey, it's my backpack! Hey!"
Yeah.
And he was gone.
Yeah.
And I got through, and I went to the booth where they control the deal. This guy just did. No, not possible. I went to the airport the next day. I went to the police. I said, pull up the cameras, this area, this time, yesterday. Okay, we'll go look at it. I want to look at it with you. No, you're not allowed to do that. They came back and said, we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And I know damn well they did.
Well,
so that's I'm sorry. I love the police, but that's the police at the Atlanta airport. Then, I don't know about now.
Yeah.
You ever seen the ghost? I heard you talking about.
I don't know. I think I've seen and felt strange things, but I don't know whether that was a supernatural presence of. I don't know.
Okay, we know you felt strange things.
I have been very strange in every way. Can't go by me.
Well, I know of one time, several times, I saw what had to be a ghost.
Really?
It's very recently.
Yeah.
It was after we had to put down our little doggie.
Our
little American Eskimo, 20-pounder, and named Carrie. And we had to put her down. And a couple of times after that, in the Boortz bus, I'm in the galley. I'm doing, and I feel something brush against my leg, and I look down, and there's Carrie. And then she just trots off and disappears.
Wow. You mean actually...
I see her.
Like she's right there? I mean,
like
physically?
She's right there and bumped up against my leg.
Not like a ghostly thing? Or like a...
No, she was there, Kimber.
Wow. Holy.
And...
Wow. You know what? I think, I'm glad. I'm going to write that down and put it in my brain forever, because I'm telling you, when I get to heaven, by God, my horses are going to be there and all my dogs too. So.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have... How many? I have owned 17 golden retrievers.
Wow. Well, you used to, rent or breed them, or what do you call it?
Well, it was an incest situation.
Well, there you are. Yeah, you don't want to,
But I'm DOO, doggy obsessive DOD.
Oh yeah, I've had 1 million dogs. Love them.
Yeah, doggy obsessive disorder. I have that. I have it in spades.
Yeah, we had 2 in our house at least. Almost 2 German shepherds. Frequently a lot. I've always had dogs.
Well, I think that we're getting ready.
Cats.
We're heading out of Colorado on Monday.
Oh, yeah, cool. I remember you talking about that in the morning show a couple days ago.
Yeah, we're headed east.
Okay.
And because for some strange reason, we saw a new Boortz bus on a website.
Oh, my God. You're going to get another freaking house on wheels? It's got 7 bedrooms. My God, man. What, are you going to get your own pad now? Neal Boortz getting a helicopter pad for his new... Jesus, man.
No. But it is a new... We are getting a new coach.
Oh, my God. And so what's better about the new one?
Well,
Other than it's another $1 million.
No, it's technical. But since you asked,
yeah, I did. Yes.
First of all, it has a lane keeping function.
Okay, I hate those, by the way. The loaner car I have right now, because my car's in the shop, and I have a loaner car, and it has one of those lane things. If you go an inch toward the shoulder, like that on your steering wheel.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So it has that.
Yeah.
Second of all, it gets rid of the radiator fan.
Well, now how do they do that? Air cooled? I mean, how do you do that?
Well, no, they install about 5 or 6 electric fans back there. And so no longer do I have the problem of a broken belt or a transmission causing the radiator fan to fail, which puts me on the side of the road. So it's
okay.
So it's got that.
All right, sir.
And what else does it have?
I assume it has some kind of generator to keep the electricity. You don't have to, wear it on your battery or anything. Obviously, it has some kind of.
Oh yeah,
system.
the engine is producing all the power that needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Well, that's good.
And it's pretty.
Oh, really?
Oh, the one we have is prettier. I mean, pretty, but this one is really pretty.
Well, it's hard, they're great big rectangular things, and so they're all. I mean, they've got to be big and fairly standard in shape, don't they, to fit everything in there? Is this one got like a rocket nose on it or something, or fins, or?
Well, I mean, how about 4 slide outs?
Those things on the side to put out like a picnic overhang kind of thing. Well, that's a lot. You could have the neighbors over.
Well, anyway, we're going back to swap out buses.
I'll be darned. Well, congratulations. I mean, I'm happy. I think that's great. I'm glad. You have a great thing going here, and I'm happy for you.
Well, it's a second home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if it wasn't for that, we'd be in Nashville for a couple of weeks now.
Oh.
But that's not going to work out, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so we're, okay, what else do I have in my little list of things here?
All right.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Elk ride, told you, smoke, told you.
Like it.
Yeah, UFOs.
Yeah.
My stance is this.
Yeah.
We'd be pretty damned arrogant to believe that we're the only ones out there.
Yeah, and by the way, I've tried. I don't have a problem with people saying, "What about God?" For all we know, God. If God does everything, He does that too. It doesn't mean He doesn't still care about us on Earth. I mean, I don't hold it against God if He also has things in this universe that are things we don't know about yet. I don't have a problem ethically with that.
Absolutely. No, I don't have a problem in the world with that. I think, as a matter of fact, I think that we were the depository for his mistakes.
Well, who can argue with that? Look at us. Look at me, for God's sakes. I look like a science project. Sorry.
I know. Look at this Muslim that they're going to make a U.S. I mean, look at AOC.
Yeah. By the way, that Muslim guy just got caught saying how much he hates parts of Michigan from the past. Every time I come to Hamtramck, or not, it's not that. What's the name of the island? Real pretty resort here. He says, I hate
Mackinac.
this place. Mackinac, yeah. I hate Mackinac. Every time I come to Mackinac, I hate this place. A couple years ago.
I love Mackinac.
Oh, it's beautiful. Mackinac sail races and all that. I mean, very famous.
Yeah, and there's no motorized vehicles on. There's only 2 types of motorized vehicles on Mackinac Island. Number 1 is airplanes, because they have an airport.
Right.
Which is how I got there. I flew my little bitty airplane up there.
Oh, the yellow one?
No, not the yellow one, the Mooney.
Oh, all right, sure.
The point A to point B airplane.
Ah, there you go.
The 220 mile an hour airplane.
There you go.
But I just think Mackinac Island is great.
Yeah.
And that movie, Somewhere in Time, that was the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know that.
So I love Mackinac Island. And, I tell you, one time I left Mackinac Island it's the only 0-0 takeoff I've ever done.
By 0-0, it means you couldn't move. You were stuck there forever.
0 ceiling and 0 visibility.
So, in other words, John, totally instruments, or you just winged it?
Winged it. Oh, that's clever. Okay, everybody. That's applause.
Hell, take a chance, and off we go. Hey, Tower, screw you. I'm leaving.
No, I was under control. It was IFR.
Yeah, IFR.
But the only thing I could see was the white stripes on the runway.
Well, that's enough. Hell, it's just start and go. I hope they weren't lying to you. Free to go. Free clear up there. Okay, you sure?
Well, Donna was in Atlanta, and I wanted to get back to Atlanta.
Well, there, you got to go with the girl. You got to get the girl.
Yeah. Oh, hell yes. No, I mean, where she is, that's where I need to be.
Well, there you are. I think that's the way it should be.
In fact, Donna and I were discussing this morning. She said, what do you think is going to be the outcome here with Iran? And now she doesn't ask me political questions like that.
Yeah. Well, this is different. This is a war question. This is a little different than politics.
Like there's a war question. Yeah. What do you think I said, when it's all over, Iran is going to be stronger. And Trump is going to be humiliated.
Oh, my.
She said, I agree.
Oh, my goodness.
What is Iran doing right now? They're telling Saudi Arabia, they're telling Jordan, they're telling Qatar, and all of they're saying, if you don't get Trump to stop bombing us, we're going to destroy your infrastructure.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
I think that the threat will work. I mean, what kind of support is Trump? I mean, what really should be happening is that all of those Middle East countries should be joining together with Donald Trump to wipe that Iran regime off the face of the earth and free up those poor captive citizens of Iran and get those damn burqas off those beautiful Persian women.
I totally agree, and I think that's still possible. I think he's trying to make a deal with all the other countries in the area who are directly, influenced by it, to have them be part of our friendship team. And Iran would have no choice but to, obey, let the Strait open. And now, if they make a deal with Oman or someplace to charge fees for if they're all agreeing on it, I don't have a problem with that, as long as they don't do anything about America and we still don't. They're not allowed to have a bomb.
Like Babylon B. I know you like Babylon B.
Well, in fact, it says, due to depleted missile supply, Operation Epic Fury downgraded to Operation Mildly Aggressive Fury. So it's
No. Well, the other day, Donald Trump has given Iran its fourth to the last final warning.
That was the next one. Trump's, that was a different, solves affordability. Yeah, anyway, that was it, something like that. He's going next to fourth last chance,
There's too much truth in that to be funny.
I know. Well, and again, he keeps saying, but if they're talking, and now today he said he's involved himself. He personally is involved in the Iran talks. So, I haven't given up yet, I think. And again, I think he will. I think he's going to have to start bombing some stuff or take over Karg Island or bomb the crap out of that Double Axe Island or mountain or whatever the hell they call it. I don't know.
If I look far into the future, I see a time where Iran is going to have a nuclear weapon and they're going to use it against Tel Aviv.
Boy, I don't see that. I think if Israel, I think they know everything over there. I think they know where people are, and I think if Israel gets the word that they're going to do that, I think Iran would disappear. I think Israel would just say, "Screw you, Trump. We're doing it on our own."
Well, I wish they would.
And in fact, I think in the back of my mind, I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump has been doing this kind of wishy-washy, we'll give him one more chance thing, so that Israel would finally say, okay, that's it, and just start killing them all.
I love that. I love that scenario.
Yeah, I really do. I really think that's part of it.
Kimmer, you need to be the Secretary of State.
I should do that. I should. I'm certainly. I got the time. In my.
Do you have confidence in Pete Hegseth?
Well, I have confidence in him that he's a warrior and that he's willing to go kill people. Absolutely.
He's a warrior, and he's willing to break things.
Yeah.
Do you have confidence in him being the Secretary of Defense? I do not like this Secretary of War thing.
Well, it's a different. It used to be the War Department, so
it's a little too bellicose.
Yeah, it is. But again, this is here we are after Biden, 4 years of Biden, where they're laughing at us, and finally, I thought, the reason they did it was to say, "Screw you, people, we're back. America's back, and we're not taking your crap anymore." And so I totally understood it. It does sound a little brutal or a little brusque or something at the moment because we're not used to it.
But I like the Gulf of America, but I'm not fond of the Secretary.
Yeah. But again, I believe in his ability to. If Donald Trump says we're going to do this, he'll get it done. I don't think he's a planner. I like that general guy, that Air Force general guy,
Keane.
The killer guy. What's Breaking Bones? Keane. What the hell's his nickname? Crash Man or something like that.
Keane is one of them. I don't know if he's Air Force.
Kane Killer or no? What is it? Raising Kane. Raising Kane. That's
Raising Kane. There you go.
Kane. Yeah, I like that guy. He's smart and he knows how to plan stuff.
Yeah.
So I like him. I think he's good.
Do you know who Russia? Oh, just shut up.
I know. Flounder, you want to? It's his birthday.
As long as you'll need.
It's his birthday. Flounder's birthday today. So
well, happy birthday, Flounder.
So he can do whatever he wants.
Thank you very much. Y'all talk as long as you need.
How old are you?
48.
Wow.
Really?
I remember when you were a little kid of 41 or 2.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So Deborah Norville's too old for you.
Huh? 20 years older than that Flounder.
No, but I like. But the most admired military person, other than my father, and you, of course, Kimmer.
Well, you're not.
That in my existence is Patton.
Oh, there you go. I like that guy. I still love the movie, too. I mean, I like everything about
him.
Do
you know how afraid Russia was of George Patton?
Yeah, he wanted to go. He told me something. Don't stop me. I want to go right to Moscow.
Yeah. Do you think of how the world would be different today?
Yeah, if we'd done it, yeah.
If Truman and Eisenhower said, okay, George,
it's all yours, baby.
Now.
Off you go.
All the way to Moscow.
Here come the tanks.
Well, really think about how different the world would be today.
I know. I had a tank watch for a while.
Did you?
Yeah.
You know what I want?
What?
I can't think of the name of the watch anymore. Darn, I had one I loved. I've got this amazing watch collection, Kimmer.
Oh, cool.
I have a Coram Golden Bridge. I have all of these things, and you know, no. I wear my Apple Watch because my Apple Watch had said, "Hey, buddy, what Apple Watch? You got AFib, pal. Do something about it."
Yeah, there you go. Sit down and have a beer.
You know, the Coram Golden Bridge, you could
I've
have
heard
bought
of
a
that.
nice... Yeah. Oh,
you can buy a
gorgeous.
house with that thing.
Yeah, but it's not going to tell you have AFib.
No, I did not.
So, okay, anyway, that's my watch. I've got this beautiful collection. I don't know what the hell to do with it.
Yeah. My father had a stopwatch collection, which I passed along and eventually gave it to a guy who collects them and stuff. But he had 200.
Well, I'm not giving these watches
Beautiful.
to anybody.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't blame you.
At some point, I may have to, I may, in my dying breath, donate them to a charity so that they can. Yeah. So,
I have a question
I tell
for you,
what,
Neal.
that flounder is relentless, isn't he?
All right, well, hold on. Pete's got a question, I think.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And your Mooney plane, was it Porsche powered?
No, it was not a Porsche. No, and
You guys are
those,
mispronouncing that word. I'm sorry.
they were not that popular. They were not that popular.
Well, they made a hell of a VW. I know that for sure.
But I love that. I had one Mooney that was crushed in Hurricane Charlie.
Oh, really? I don't think I ever knew that. I'll be darned.
We were at Disney, and the Mooney was parked at the Kissimmee Airport in a hangar, and here comes Hurricane Charlie, and it strays off, its intended path.
Yeah.
And I called the airport, and the next morning I said, "How's my airplane?" They said, "You need to come out here."
Can't talk to you now, but
yeah. And so I went out there, and the hangar had collapsed, and there was a big girder laying across my.
Oh.
And it was almost folded in half, and the nose wheel was sitting off the ground. And Donna, I wanted to smack
Take
her.
a picture
Donna
of it.
said, "Look, it was trying to take off and get out of here."
I love it.
Broke my heart.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, look, I'll let you people
All right,
go
man.
now.
Neal Boortz, well,
one
listen.
more thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're talking about ghosts.
Yeah, ghost. Yeah.
There's one video that I saw that haunts me.
Yeah.
Haunts me. No, it just has my attention.
Yeah.
And it's a life flight helicopter.
Okay.
Taking off with one badly injured passenger.
Helping people. Yeah. Doing something good. Yeah.
And as it lifts off the ground, you can see in the video this puff of vapor come out of the top of that helicopter and go straight up. And later on, it was known or disclosed exactly as that helicopter was taking off, the patient died.
Ah, and there goes
And you
his
could see
spirit.
that puff of vapor coming out of the top of the helicopter and going up.
Well, who knows?
Now, what was that, Kimmer? Explain that one to me.
I can't. I'll accept anything. I think when you die, you get the picture. I think I get a little angel who's going to call me baby and take me on a tour of what the hell's going on and how the universe was going. I'll see the dinosaurs. We'll go right to the Big Bang if I want to and stuff. And I think I understand
your horses?
everything. Horses, absolutely. And my doggies and cats and all of them.
I'm going to see my family and my dogs.
Yeah, there you are. I believe in
Yeah.
you. I believe in
That's all I need.
All right, sir. Neal Boortz, be careful on the road, and congratulations on the new, subdivision or whatever they call the GM subdivision or whatever it is. Anyway, Neal Boortz.
Kimmer, I'll send you a picture.
Please do. All right,
Okay,
Neal
buddy.
Boortz. Thanks, man. Hi to your sweet lady. Neal Boortz, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. I'll let her rip Friday. Off we go. Stand by.
For a lot of drivers, the question isn't, should I buy a Toyota? It's, where should I buy it? Because the dealership matters long after the paperwork is signed. My good friends at Marietta Toyota, well, they built their reputation the right way. Trust, consistency, and of course, most importantly, taking care of the neighbors and customers for over 50 years, proudly serving the Marietta area since 1975. You get real selection, straightforward answers, and a team that respects your time. Here's the difference most dealerships don't include. Every new Toyota comes with our nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty. That's valid for unlimited time and unlimited mileage for as long as you own your Toyota. That's long-term confidence backed by Toyota quality and supported by a full team here after the sale with service and genuine Toyota parts on Cobb Parkway South. It's time for you to visit Marietta Toyota on Cobb Parkway South, about 3 miles north of Truist Park. Marietta Toyota. We've been here, and we'll be here for you.
Nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty included with every new Toyota purchase. See dealer for coverage details, exclusions, and requirements.
Well, I'm going to be doing a little traveling here a little bit later on this fall, and I'm going to know that my stuff is going to be locked up safe and sound because, like you should be getting yourself an Atlanta Safe House safe. Atlanta Safe House in Alpharetta, new location, Union Hill Road. And my first gun safe decades ago was Browning, but they have more Browning in Fort Knox than anybody in the whole southeastern United States. But they, all the top brands, and because they have 500 safes right now, you can look at them right now at their Union Hill Road location, and because they have so many, the dealers, offer specials and deals, and they're famous for their rebates, too. I mean, don't save a bundle. Looking for a portable type pistol safe, a smaller safe, or the great big ones, they can bolt them from the inside to your concrete floor in your garage or basement or whatever, too, if you like to did my gun safe years ago. Anyway, protecting your rights, nobody's going to get your master reset code. Big safes, little safes, jewelry safes, and hidden doors, and they can build you a vault door, and they can build you a family storm shelter. And they really take care of your rights like they take care of your stuff. Medical records, living will, all of that. AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
Georgia summers are known for heat, and sometimes it's the humidity that makes your home uncomfortable. With all the rain we've had lately, excess moisture can build up inside your home, leaving it feeling sticky and muggy even when your air conditioning is running. That's why Central Heating and Air Conditioning recommends whole house dehumidifiers. It works with your HVAC system to remove excess moisture throughout your home, helping improve comfort, reduce musty odors, and create a healthier indoor environment. And if it's time for a new system, now's a great time to upgrade. Qualified homeowners can receive up to $1,700 in rebates and up to 60 months 0% financing with approved credit. Since 1947, Georgia families have trusted Central Heating and Air Conditioning for dependable comfort. Call 770-GET-HEAT. That's 770-GET-HEAT. Or go to centralheat.com. Centralheat.com. Turn to your Atlanta carrier experts. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering carrier comfort for the world we share.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Alumni Weekend is back August 14th and 15th, presented by your local Ford dealer. Come celebrate Braves legends on Friday with alumni autograph sessions. Snag the Big Cat Andres Galarraga bobblehead presented by Northside Hospital and enjoy the on-field presentation of all our legends. Then line the streets of Battery Avenue on Saturday for the Legends Parade, followed by MLBX, a new twist on the Home Run Derby. Visit Braves.com/alumni weekend to see all of the details. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
Hey, it's Drake Baldwin. Everyone knows my winning team on the field, but when there's no hot water, I need a win at my home base. When it comes to plumbing, my winning team is Superior. Superior Plumbing is there whenever I need a leak repaired, toilet replaced, or a water heater installed. For over 40 years, they've been Atlanta's go-to plumbers. And Superior is still locally owned. For Superior, there's no job too small.
For Superior, the honest one, call 770-422-PLUM.
I'm so sick of all these cheesy lawyer billboards. You might be too. If you're injured in a car crash, you don't hire a lawyer because they're sweet or strong or the biggest. You hire a lawyer who is recognized by their peers as one of the top lawyers in the state. You hire a lawyer who's going to listen to you, fight for you, and has the case results to prove it. That lawyer is me, Bruce Hagan, the People's Lawyer. I've been proudly selected by my fellow lawyers as one of the top 100 lawyers in the state and for 21 consecutive years as Georgia's super lawyer. Hagan-law.com, Hagan-law.com.
America! Shuck, yeah! Shuck and Shack Oyster Bar is celebrating the red, white, and blues all summer long with our America 250 summer menu. We're talking Cyclone char-grilled oysters, Route 66 smash burgers, crab meat boardwalk fries, and USA-inspired cocktails. Raise a glass and cheers to 250 years of the US of A at Shuck and Shack Oyster Bar. Locally owned in downtown Alpharetta and Cumming, across from the Collection. Find your location and details at theshuckandshack.com.
Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are
Tom and Jerry's Roofing.
Yes, that's our real names.
And together, we have 70 years in the roofing industry. But taking care of you and your home is our priority and our passion.
But our other passion is taking care of veterans, and that's why every roof we do gives back to the vets.
That's right, Tom. First, we take care of your roof, and then we take care of the brave men and women who protect us.
So if you have roofing issues, from repairs to replacement, call Tom and Jerry's Roofing and help us give back to America's heroes.
Find us at tomandjerrysroofing.com.
That's tomandjerrysroofing.com.
Oh boy! And we had Neal Boortz on, so when you do everything, we went a lot of time to make sure we didn't miss anything. So it's not really fair to start judging activities. Finish everything.
It looks like you have done 5 of the 7 that you woke the Flounder household up with this morning on his birthday.
I know, on his birthday. Well, I couldn't help it. I'm not good. I'm not good. Anyway, I'll try to do better. I should start. Well, I can't sleep an extra half hour. It doesn't work. I have to get out of bed. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
You're like that kid. I don't want to learn today, so I'll deprive everyone else of their education.
I think I'll just disrupt the class.
Class clown.
Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how you doing? We have a new number temporarily, and it's area code 470-552-0020. 552-0020, area code 470. Our birthday list, let it rip Friday, anything goes. Birthday list, actually tomorrow's birthday, Dustin Hoffman turns 89.
You don't get to do tomorrow birthdays.
I can do whatever I want. If I could call in the morning show, but they're not on tomorrow, so I didn't get a chance to do it. And I think people need to know this because whether you like him or not, what a freaking
it's
career!
His birthday tomorrow.
89 years old, Dustin Hoffman. How about this for a career in the movies? Rain Man, Tootsie, The Graduate, Kramer versus Kramer, Midnight Cowboy, Marathon Man. I just got taped that one. Papillon, Sleepers, great movie, very hard but great movie. All the President's Men, Little Big Man. One after another. Dustin Hoffman, 89 years old, tomorrow, okay? But at least I admitted it. And now, another thing, I love this movie too. Clint Eastwood, on this very day, produced and directed and starred in Unforgiven. He played the former outlaw killer, changed his ways, raised a farm, agrees to do one more job. The screenplay was David Webb Peoples. The movie starred Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, and Richard Harris, among others. The budget was $14 million. It made about $160 million. Nominated for 9 Academy Awards. And Unforgiven won 4 Oscars for Best Picture, Film Editing, Supporting Actor for Gene Hackman, and Director. Was only the 3rd Western ever to win Best Picture. You know the other 2 Westerns who won Best Picture Oscar?
Searchers?
Nope. A good guess, though. That was that could have been Dances with Wolves and Cimarron. Cimarron goes way back, but Dances with Wolves, Kevin Costner type thing. Anyway, I've got that on my Magic Music stick, or my thing. Oh my God! I just got another call from Alexa. I got 2 calls, text things from Alexis from Up Boost Funding, wanting me to confirm that she's going to give me all my money. I don't know where this comes from and why I keep hitting delete, and they just keep doing it. It's not fair. I tell you, it's not fair. All right. Oh, by the way, this was a rather bizarre story. Coca-Cola has a new deal now where you can have a custom-designed can of Coca-Cola with a personalized message. A video shows how customers are able to order bottles, I thought it was cans, order bottles with custom phrases through the Coca-Cola website. Now, the rest of the story. They allow slogans like Allah is King. They also allow Satan is King. And that gets through the company review. But Jesus is King was declined.
Wow.
The Coca-Cola website did not allow users to create cans with Christian names like Holy Trinity, Virgin Mary, or Holy Spirit were not allowed. They cited restrictions on religious figures for why it wouldn't create the can with Jesus' name on it. It did allow users to generate the message, Jesus is bad and Jesus is evil. Coke has not issued an official statement since they got the backlash on this, came over Daily Wire. The controversy is not the first time Coca-Cola's faced public stuff like this. Their former CEO, James Quincy, slammed voting laws in Georgia, complaining the Georgia Republican Governor Brian Kemp signed voter ID requirements into law, and he didn't think that was a good idea. He finally stepped down last year. Coca-Cola also, I believe the figure, there's something like Coca-Cola donated to Black Lives Matter causes $3 million, including $500,000 from Sprite.
Coke went woke.
Yeah.
And they're still woke.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
They've really fallen in the last 20, 30 years. They've really fallen.
Seriously. Hold on. Phone calls take priority.
Coke, we got Rick the Painter.
Rick the Painter. Hey, man. How you doing? What's up, Ricky?
Hey, Cameron. Hey, brother. Hey, may I play a little ditty for Flounder for his birthday, please, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, please. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fairly unbelievable. There you go.
Okay. Hey, but Kimmer, listen.
Just told my headache go away.
Poor bastard.
All right. May I tell you, I'm selling my skeleton collection that I got from the zoo. Yeah, I got it from the zoo.
You're selling your skeleton collection you got from the zoo? Really? What?
Yes, sir, but I don't have much left. I'm down to bare bones.
You're down to bare bones. In other words, if you spell that with the bare bone, like a dog bone or giraffe bone. Oh. I guess
This just in, Kemmer.
Yeah, just in. Yeah.
Local authorities have decided not to investigate the embezzlement allegations at the local bait shop.
The local bait shop embezzlement? Wow.
Yeah. They're worried they'll be opening a can of worms.
A can of worms, ladies and gentlemen. If you. Oh my God.
Please, God, go to break.
Yeah, save me. Yeah. Well, we got more there right up till 6 o'clock. How's that grab you? Look out.
Fighting the communists with truth.
And hopefully vacation is on the horizon. Whether the beach or maybe you're more of a mountain person, you've planned and saved in order to take some much-needed time off. You planned your vacation. Shouldn't you plan your retirement? You planned for a week in the sun, but have you planned for decades of golden years? Master Plan Retirement works with you to create a holistic, comprehensive retirement plan in order to offer the one thing your time off needs the most: peace of mind. From income and growth, tax strategy, legacy planning, and more, Master Plan Retirement walks alongside you to help ensure your golden years stay golden. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Visit masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Your life isn't one size fits all. So why would your bank be? At Truist, you get a caring and knowledgeable team that really understands you. You get real talk about real life, tools that help keep you informed, and a plan that keeps you ready so you're confident no matter what comes your way. And when all that comes together, it makes you feel unstoppable. Get started today at Truist.com. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Lowe's with Terry from Alpharetta, who just purchased a new car with the Honest Car Guy, the new, fully transparent, honest way to buy your next vehicle. Terry, tell us about your experience.
I have a son serving in the military. He's active duty with limited time to look for a car. My son was looking for a used Hyundai Veloster, and I had heard about the Honest Car Guy on the radio, decided that might be a route to go, and we made a phone call over the weekend. He screen shared the information with us. We looked over the vehicle, and he took the reins from there, and they were able to walk us through the process of buying the car. We're very clear and transparent, and next thing we knew, we had a car in the driveway.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Stovall & Company is a locally owned and operated family business that has been around for 75 years, offering quality wholesale landscape supplies to North Georgia. We just opened our 11th location in Canton, Georgia at 9500 Union Hill. Stovall provides contractors with personalized expert service from special requests to direct job site delivery for hassle-free jobs and quality relationships at competitive prices. From plants to irrigation to hardscapes, Stovall truly has it all. Check us out at StovallInc.com.
Duh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's all good. Everything's good. Fleetwood Mac. I got a Fleetwood Mac on my magic music stick. Dum, bum, bum, boom. 1982. Now, this is not exactly the one that I would. Gypsy action there, but 1982, Fleetwood Mac, 5 weeks start at number 1 on the album chart in America with their 13th album called Mirage. It was their 3rd U.S. number 1 album, had a lot of singles. Hold Me, which I have on my music stick, peaked at number 4. Gypsy, which I think we're hearing now. Yep. Love in Store, I don't know that one. And Oh Diane, I don't know that one either. Isn't that funny? I love my Fleetwood Mac songs, and I've never heard those two. Oh Diane and Love in Store. If I've heard that, I don't remember it. Anyway, Fleetwood Mac. Kimber Pete Flounder. Our birthday list includes, you know what? I'm going to grok this. Hold on a second. I'm going to grok this because I looked it up to be sure. Here we go. Our birthday list today includes Garrison Keillor. Garrison Keillor's 84 years old, and I grokked it to me as the other thing. Garrison Keillor, and Flack Founder, do you know Garrison Keillor? Do you know that name?
I have not heard of that name.
Have you ever heard of Prairie Home Companion?
No.
Pete Davis, you know Prairie Home Companion, I'm guessing, Garrison Keillor?
Yeah, I used to listen to it every once in a while.
It was a public radio show from Minnesota. He did Minnesota Public Radio, and they did a lot of public radio stuff until they caught him being a scoundrel. But I grokked it. What is his famous opening line on Prairie Home Companion? Do you know what the opening line is, Pete? You remember it?
It's where everybody's
here's the official
above
thing.
Average.
Chloe, you got part of it. Welcome to Lake Wobegon, where all the women are strong, all the men are good looking, and all the children are above average. And then he tells a little story. But then he got fired because he was fondling all the girls for years.
He married a Swedish woman, and he moved to Sweden. And that didn't work out. He couldn't take it. So they moved to New York City, and he tried to do the show from New York City, and that didn't work either. So then he moved it back, I think, to Minneapolis, and that's when he got caught.
He got caught, yeah. They said it had been going on for years. And it was he would say, he pretend he would try to comfort a girl by rubbing her back, and it was, kind of got into a little, stuff like that. But
he was a creepy looking dude.
Yeah, very creepy. Yeah. Well, he's arty.
But you know what? The music on the show was okay, and he told one story one night that it really was well done.
Really?
I don't know if all of them were that way.
I don't. Yeah, I remember hearing him, but I don't remember ever really looking for him to hear it or looking for it or anything. If I've heard it, I've heard it, but I never actually looked for it.
It was
but
one
he
of
was
those situations.
Yeah.
I was dating a girl who just lived for it.
Well, there you are.
And we'd listen to it sometimes.
Oh, honey,
that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. In your arms, Hey, baby, let's go listen to Garrison together. You on back rub? Oh, okay. What is a back rub? Not a back rub. I don't know.
When is it not a back rub? When it reaches to the breasts?
My wife, Hoppo. If I start rubbing her back, she said, "Oh no, you don't." I mean, oh no, there, Anyway, let's see. Here's a weird story, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Well, I know how I feel about it, but it's kind of weird. An Ohio father used TikTok to lure the young man who raped his 11-year-old daughter. Well, he's not a young man. He's a man. He was 20. Diego Montoya Gonzalez. This is in Ohio, and the father, who's 31 years old, Malik Chandler, lured the bad guy. What happened was they found out that they showed them the mother got the 11-year-old girl's phone She has an 11-year-old girl, has a phone. On the phone, they showed him sexually assaulting the girl at their family home. The kid pretended to be the father pretended to be the daughter on TikTok. He messaged this guy, Montoya Gonzalez, to come back to the home, and the dad was going to beat him up. But Chandler, the father, saw the sicko when he got to the home, reached for what he thought was a gun in the guy's pocket. So the father picked up the gun he had on his counter and shot him. He didn't kill him, but he shot him, and now the father's been arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. He also has been charged with under disability because he had been arrested when he was a boy, when he was a minor, 15 or 20 years ago. He committed a burglary and got caught as a minor, so he is not supposed to have a weapon, and he did, so now he's on electronic monitoring, warned to stay away from the family after the relatives showed up, and he said, I'm going to shoot you just like I shot your brother, because they were apparently threatening the I don't know, it's a freaking mess. Anyway, the father who shot the daughter, the father's mother, says, I don't blame him. He's sticking up for your children. And she said, if it happened again, she ought to do the same thing again. Yep. The judge put him out on a recognizance bond, and he's free to walk. But the rapist, the 20-year-old rapist with a 11-year-old girl, is free on bond, $20,000 bond. $20,000 bond after raping an 11-year-old girl and filming it. And they have several they have videos on the rapist's phone showing sexual abuse of children, including one clip of a toddler, and they let him out on a bond.
You should be able to instantly capital punish him right there.
I mean, that's why the father went nuts. I mean, this guy's a serial rapist of children.
The system failed him, so Dad took justice in his own hands. Good for him.
I know. Flounder, how about a little Flounder's funny, actually, to get out of that thing with that mood of that rape guy there.
That's always a problem, right? Customer service, they gave up. The grocery store gave up on us. They put in self-express checkout links. They basically said, you know what? You do it. Why am I working at the grocery store now? Do you ever look over there? Nobody knows what's going on. It's a bundle of confusion. Right? There's always a guy sitting there with like some artichokes going on. We weren't properly trained on this machine. Those people go through a 3-week training on this computer, and we're just jumping in on it. Again, I never want to be the problem, okay? So my grocery store is open 24 hours a day. You know what I did? I went in at 3 a.m. Nobody there. I did a self-training on this machine. I got all the different screens down. I memorized some of my favorite items. 4162, bananas. I know this stuff. So on a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when it's packed, I'm cooking. I'm helping out other people.
Mr. Sebastian Monticello.
Monticello. Whatever you pronounce
his last name.
Yeah, he's a very, very funny guy. By the way, coming up, we're going to do the latest on politics, the latest on the UFOs and all kinds of good stuff. And also, Elon Musk is going to be building the biggest building in the world by far. And the people in Texas worried about it taking all the water. And he says, I'm not going to take yours. I'll do it out of the reservoir. We don't know whether that's actually going to happen or not. Well, there's the latest on that is coming up. Also, again, happy birthday to Flounder, too. We really hope you have a great weekend. I know you got some special stuff planned with your sweet Veronica and your family. And Pete Davis with Holy Crap at Sports is coming up. We got some tweets, and we got the flock stories and all of it. 5 o'clock, standing by. Braves in town, hoping for... No, Braves are in... the Yankees.
The Bronx.
The Bronx. Taking the Yankees on. So all the latest update coming up. Here we go. That's fine. Stand by.
You were close.
Very close.
The The Morning Extra. Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck, and The Kimmer Show on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
Taking the fight to the Supreme Court. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. President Trump fires back saying he will appeal today's federal appeals court ruling that he cannot build a White House ballroom without congressional approval.
A defeat for the president at the U.S. Court of Appeals in D.C. A 2-1 ruling orders construction on a $400 million, 90,000 square foot ballroom to stop. President Trump says the ballroom has long been sought by presidents, and the project has expanded to include new secure facilities at the White House, including a drone port and other defensive systems. The ruling does not take effect for at least 2 weeks to give the administration time to appeal. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Ukraine's President Zelensky is expressing thanks to the U.S. Senate for passing a tough Russian sanctions bill today. That bill, named for the late Senator Lindsey Graham, who championed the measure for more than a year before his death. And it would strengthen support for Ukraine and penalize countries that continue to buy Russian oil, gas, and other exports. President Trump may be cheering another action in the Senate today. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana cleared up how he will vote on Trump's pick to be Attorney General Todd Blanche.
This is not a referendum on President Trump. It is a decision regarding Mr. Blanche in very specific circumstances. All considered, I will vote for Mr. Blanche.
Two other Republicans, Senator Susan Collins and Senator Lisa Murkowski, said they won't vote for Blanche. One more Republican no would sink the confirmation. And Chicago authorities say more than 50 bodies were found yesterday improperly stored and decomposing at a funeral home run by a couple who previously operated a crematorium that was shut down for mishandling remains. No arrests have been announced. Police say detectives are investigating. America's listening to Fox News.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Born on America's darkest day, September 11th, 01, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, they have been helping American heroes ever since. Heroes like U.S. Army Sergeant William Bernard McKenna, exposed to burn pits. McKenna later died from T-cell lymphoma, leaving his wife, Dina, and 2 daughters. Tunnel to Towers honored Sergeant McKenna. They paid off the family's mortgage in honor of all of his sacrifice. Donate $11 a month. If you have a car to donate, if you have land to donate, go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org today.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right and blank. Ready on your dog target. Hoo! Hair, hell, hair, road guards out. Hoo! Hell, hair. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer with Pete Davis and Flounder at the controls. And we have a new temporary number, area 470-552-0020. And by the way, Flounder, I got a message on Facebook, and it says, as one of the few people I trust to take care of my dad, I hold you in high regard. Happy birthday, my friend, to Flounder from my daughter, Jennifer.
I got a text from her.
Oh,
Very
did you?
sweet. Yes.
There you go. Anyway, well, she's a big fan of yours, obviously.
I'm a fan of Jennifer's.
Which is as it should
Thank
be.
you very much. I know she's listening.
Yeah, she is. I'm sure I'll bet she is. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and you till 6 o'clock. Holy Crap at Sports is coming up. The Braves are in New York City to take on the Yankees.
New York City.
and speaking of New York City, now more stuff is coming out about their commie mayor, Mamdani, and how much he really is chicken-livered little little scuzzbag. In private, he's just a little twerpy little dweeb, and he's miserable. And by the way, there's a lot of stuff going on too about some of these socialists being caught with the comments kind of on the side, and we'll get to that in a moment as well. Donald Trump lost his bid to keep going on the ballroom temporarily. He's going to appeal. A federal judge, I think it was a panel, ruled that Donald Trump does not have the right to build the ballroom the way he wants to on his own without getting permission from Congress, and so he's going to appeal that. He's got a couple of weeks to do it, and I'm sure he will. And so we got that going for us. Also, Carmela's side piece, former vice president, is now suddenly a big supporter of al-Sayed, the guy in Michigan, the Senate Democrat candidate. And now Carmela Sidepiece, she's running. All of a sudden now she's going to the far left side. Even though in fact, I remember al-Sayed condemned Carmela and Biden when they were running for re-election, and now suddenly she's going to be his big buddy because she's doing anything to get even the commie left on her side. And by the way, that guy El Said we mentioned. Oh, in fact, let me find that real quickly here. He mentioned that he hates Mackinac Island. He hates Mackinac Island. Every time he goes there, he's hated it. And also, I found another update on thing. Oh, here we go. This candidate from Michigan says he hates Mackinac Island. I hate it so much. Every time I've been there, I've hated it. Why would we even go? And then a statement came out a few years ago by this gal, Said, Michigan Senate candidate who won the primary. And he said, quote, he was speaking to patriots who were complaining about Sharia law. And here's his response to conservatives who were afraid about Sharia law taking over. Here's what he said, quote, "You might not hate Muslims, but Muslims definitely hate you." I mean, this is what the guy's personality and character are like. And it's all kind of coming out at one place or another. Anyway, now, a kind of a weird story breaking in the news here today, and I got it for you right now, and I kind of hate to talk about it because it mentions that slimebag Eric Swalwell and his Chinese spy lover, Bang Bang, and now it involves Stephen Miller's wife. Have you heard this story? This apparently is fairly new. Eric Swalwell used his former relationship with the woman who is now Katie Miller, Stephen Miller's wife, used to date Eric Swalwell. And Eric Swalwell tried to use that former relationship to keep his secret relationship with the Chinese spy Bang Bang secret. Embarrassing FBI files, keep it under lock and key. Swalwell resigned from Congress after women complained that he'd been sexually assaulting and raping them. And Eric Swalwell once dated the now wife of Stephen Miller, one of Donald Trump's most trusted aides. Stephen Miller's wife, Katie, admits, she says, "I was an intern working on Capitol Hill." Katie Waldman was her name, worked as an intern and communications director in her 20s, moved to the executive branch in 2017. She dated Swalwell before she met her husband. In a stunning, I think Neal Boortz is sending me pictures of his bus or something, I think. In a stunning twist, Swalwell used the past relationship to quash the release of FBI files about him having sex with Bang Bang, the Chinese spy. So in other words, he said, if you talk about me, I'm going to talk about Katie Miller. Fang Bang raised money for Swalwell, helped to put an intern in his office to help spy on him. And, of course, there, pillow talk. God knows what he admitted to her. She's a Chinese spy. When he supposedly found out that when the FBI said, by the way, she's a spy, he apparently, supposedly, the FBI warned him and he cut off contact. And then she found out they were coming after her, so she fled back to China. But before the allegations became public in 2026, he was leading candidate for governor. Kash Patel pressed to release the files on him and Fang. But they were saying, if you do that, we're going to talk about his relationship with Katie Miller before she met Stephen Miller. And Stephen Miller, by the way, did not know about the... It said the Swalwell's side told the feds releasing the files could be viewed as an attempt to weaponize the Justice Department and pointed to his long-concluded sexual relationship with Katie Miller. Miller was unaware of the Justice Department aspect until told by a reporter. Swalwell refused to say if he was actually having sex with a spy, but anyway, Katie Miller Let's see. Swalwell was single at the time, and he didn't get married to his wife till 26. Anyway, whatever. So just a mess. I mean, just, these freaking people. God, what are they made of? I mean, the whole thing is icky. All right, anyway. Now, in case you just joined us and haven't been up to date on the very latest things here, I got to change my thing over to the thing here. The old timers in the music business are dropping one by one. Earth, Wind, and Fire had a concert last night in San Francisco, and they all of a sudden announced about 10 minutes before they were supposed to start playing, they announced that someone in Earth, Wind, and Fire had a cardiac incident and is listed in critical condition. And they didn't say who it was. Pete mentioned earlier that apparently is the drummer named John Paris.
Take the hint.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. It doesn't give his age. I should have grokked it. Well, I forgot to check this out there. I don't know how old he is. John Paris from Earth, Wind, and Fire. They said, we can't perform tonight at Chase Center because of a medical emergency. And also, the show with Lionel Richie's got to be rescheduled. New date announced for that. Keep on to your tickets. Lionel Richie had a health scare in June working in St. Paul, Minnesota. Felt dizzy, had to sit down. The Chase Center is where they have the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco, Mission Bay neighborhood. Anyway, Earth, Wind, and Fire's drummer, critical condition, cardiac event. And again, it's got to be hard to go on the road and do that stuff. He's got to be in his 70s, I would think. I don't. I should Google it. I feel bad that I can't do it while I'm talking to you, because then I wouldn't be talking to you. Hey, Grok! I'm still not used. I use Grok all the time. I use Grok to get the comment from Garrison Keeler. I use Grok all the time. Anyway, and so see, I'm in the modern technology.
Fred White is 67 years old.
Okay, actually,
he passed away in 2023.
Yeah, John Paris, John Paris, Paris, like the city. John Paris was the guy, the drummer. And he's the one who's, but again, 67, so John Paris may not be in his 70s.
He's 58.
Oh, my God. Well, that's not good. Tough on the road. Mercy. 470-552-0020 is our number, at least temporarily. Have you heard? This is really stupid, and I had asked Flounder to print it out for me, just because to show you what social media is doing about what's going on in the GOP. And again, the war in politics now is among the Democrats. The Democrats are eating each other, turning on each other, trying to decide whether who's in the tent and who's not. And it's they're afraid the public's not going to. Well, now all of a sudden, social media is concentrating on Republicans, and they're having what they're calling the burrito debate. It started with Turning Point USA, and a guy named Andrew Colbert, their spokesman, said there was a college student saying that his basic purchases are prohibitively expensive. One of our college students, he said, gave a take on affordability. A burrito shouldn't cost $20. He said, yeah, a lot of this hangover from COVID and Biden inflation, but it feels like basic things cost too much. Well, fiscal conservatives say, now, wait a minute. If you cook for yourself, a $20 burrito ought to be considered a luxury. And everybody in the populist wing say the traditional conservatives are out of touch with the Utes and face electoral peril unless they meaningfully address affordability concerns. Representative Dan Crenshaw, the guy with the eye patch who got outed, he said, hearing about this dumb $20 burrito debate, I thought it'd make the losers on social media angry before going to bed. Stop whining. Get a job. Eat ramen like the rest of us did in college on a budget with 4 roommates. The market doesn't care what you think about something, what that should cost. Another guy said, if the right solution is the affordability process of telling people to eat worse food, we'll lose the election and we'll deserve to lose the election. Well, here we go.
Yeah, don't be tone deaf about this, Republicans,
it's
as
real.
You usually are.
Yeah, this is real. And
People
again,
are hurting.
Yeah, and again, this thing with Iran and the Gulf and the Strait, if they open it, gasoline cost is going down. And again, it could work. It could work. It just got to start happening because it's in August. Right now, we're in August. So here we go. Anyway, all right, hold on. Kimber Pete Flock. We got sports. We got holy crap of sports. We got stuff. We got tweets. We got all kinds of fun stuff here. 106.3 for your Friday. Let her rip Friday afternoon. 106.3. Here we go. Look out.
Fighting the communists with truth every day on the only conservative news and talk station in Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
I know there are plenty of HVAC companies out there, but here's why Central Heating and Air Conditioning stands out. These days, it's hard to tell who's on first. Companies are changing hands, showing up with new names. You may not even realize it's not the same team anymore. But Central, they've never left the field. They've been your hometown team since 1947, and that kind of consistency matters, especially when you're trusting someone with your home. Central's team knows HVAC inside and out, delivering dependable service, personalized solutions, and showing up when it counts. No surprises, no switching jerseys, just the same trusted team Atlanta has relied on for generations. When it comes to HVAC, that's a grand slam. Carrier products, carrier warranty, and carrier peace of mind. Call 770-GET-HEAT or visit centralheat.com. That's 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering carrier comfort for the world we share.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Hey, it's Front Office Los with Tom, the honest car guy. Let's talk about the new way to buy a car in 2026. Tell me how you can save clients thousands of dollars in this process.
I got a customer here, Jeff Everhart. I met him today first time because I delivered his 25 model Honda Pilot, fully loaded with only 16,000 miles on it. Jeff, answer Los's question about that one.
It was actually shocking. I mean, you hear the advertisements, you want to believe it, and then when you go through with the sale, and there's no extras, there's no dock fees, there's no storage fees, no transportation fees. The price I was given was the price that I paid plus their honest fee. I did save thousands of dollars, and it was a very quick sale.
Well, we appreciate that.
And did it from my living room.
Did it from your living room.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Here today with Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement. And Evan, I recently read an article that said 65% of those surveyed, they're more worried about running out of money in retirement than they are of death itself. So let's talk about some of the ways you can help our listeners replace that paycheck they've relied on for all these years in their working lives.
Well, it makes sense that they'd be scared of that, because what do you do if you run out of money in retirement? You're going to go back to work? Who's hiring folks that are retired and physically and mentally you're going to be able to do that? And isn't the whole point of having a financial advisor so that you never have to worry about that again? So one of the ways that we do that is we build a fully comprehensive income plan so that we know there's money coming in every month that'll cover your bills, give you the quality of life that you're looking for, no matter what the market's doing, no matter how long you live. In some cases, regardless of what happens to you health-wise. So we can put plans in place to eliminate or at least mitigate all of those kind of risks every single person deals with in retirement.
I know a lot of our parents relied on pensions, but let's be honest, Evan, the pension is becoming a thing of the past. But there are ways for folks to create their own personal pensions, aren't there?
Yeah, so I'm a big proponent of do-it-yourself pension. But when we do the pension ourselves, the one negative with a pension is all the value in the pension goes away once you turn on the actual income. With the plans that we build, with the do-it-yourself pensions, you maintain that asset, or more specifically, your surviving spouse, your kids. And so you live forever. You get a ton of paychecks, and whatever's left over goes to the wife and kids, surviving spouse, beneficiaries, whoever that might be.
Call Atlas Retirement for a complimentary review of your savings and investments today. Call 678-736-7799. Again, that's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We are a family-owned, operated, independent local company. We have over 15 years of artificial grass design, installation, and sales experience. From premium artificial lawns and backyards, custom putting greens, sports fields, hardscape, drainage. We do both residential and commercial. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Don't believe this nonsense you see on TV commercials about how uncomfortable a CPAP mask is. Take it from me. You wear one, especially the nasal pillow I use, for one night, and you will fight anybody that tries to take it away from you. But if they do take it away from you, you can get more at cpapsetcetera.com, cpapsetc.com. With a store in Alpharetta, same-day shipping. To your health, cpapsetc.com.
This was the day 2005. A kid named Mark Cohen got shot in the head by a guy carjacking his van. He didn't die in Denver, but he made a full recovery. And you know Mark Cohen as the guy who sang the song "Walking in Memphis." My feet 10 feet off a Beale. Hey, how about Holy Crap at Sports and Pete Davis?
Braves go into the Bronx on an 8-game winning streak after pounding Miami last night in Truist Park 11-3. A big night for the Bats, which began in the bottom of the third inning with one of the strangest home runs you'll ever see or hear.
2-0 pitch at a high, towering fly ball, deep left field to the wall. Ruiz, and he's going to collide with his left fielder, and it bounced over the wall. It's a home run. That's a 2-run home run. Rano doesn't know it yet. Now he takes off. Ruiz and Hernandez came together. It deflected off the defenders, went over the wall, and look at here. It's 2-0 Braves on the homer by Acuna.
Ben Ingram on sister station 680 The Fan. The ball literally bounced off both outfielders' gloves and over the fence. They're looking around for it on the ground. The looks on their faces as both men realizing they were now forever linked with a Jose Canseco ball to the head moment to be played on ESPN and social media ad nauseum for the rest of their lives.
What are the chances? I mean, you know, the
I've never seen that.
I've never seen anything like that. Two guys?
I've seen a head. I've seen one glove. I've never seen two gloves do it like that. And the way they hugged each other afterwards was hysterical. We now skip ahead to inning number 6, you know, for time constraints.
Well, yes.
Where Matt Olson strides to the plate.
1-2 pitch, and he drives it deep to center. Adelson Sanoja to the wall. He goes leaping. That is gone. Dead center Matt Olson has been crushing the baseball since the break. And that is his 32nd home run of the year. RBI number 70.
He golfed it, too. That dinger ties Olson with former Braves third baseman Vinny Castilla and Troy Gloss with 320 homers. Matt is now 136th all-time in homers.
Wow.
Next up, another former Braves third baseman, Ron Gant, who at 321 has won more than Olson.
I'll be darned. I'd forgotten he had that many. Yeah, good.
And in that same inning, new Braves left fielder Lane Thomas made his mark on the game.
And he whacks it down the left field line. A fair ball into the corner all the way to the wall. Harris scores. Mauricio Dubon holds it third. It's an RBI double. Lane Thomas just blistered it down the line, and it's 4-0 Braves in the 6th.
11-3, the finals. Acuna went deep again. He had 3 RBIs on the night. Harris and Dubon each had 2. Mauricio with 4 hits. Michael Harris, a triple. Martin Perez had given up no hits through 3 innings when the monsoon came. The game delayed well over an hour. The bullpen took over with Medeiros getting the win. He's now 2-0. Tonight in New York, right-hander Tyler Mahle makes his Braves debut on the mound after coming over from the Giants. He's 3-9 so far this season with an earned run average of 5.13. He's up against former Braves left-hander Max Fried, who's 4-3 with an ERA of 3.12. Acuna leading off in right field tonight. Baldwin the designated hitter. Dubon in center. Lane Thomas in left. Murphy catching, and for some reason, Ha-Seong Kim at shortstop batting ninth.
Okay.
I guess they wanted to end the 8-game win streak or something. Braves now 8.5 games over Philly. The Marlins down to 12.5 back. The Yankees in second place in the American League East, 4.5 behind Tampa Bay. You got a feel for former Yellow Jackets and Braves catcher Joey Bart. In just his second start since being traded to the White Sox, Joey was hit by a pitch in the foot. He survived. But later in last night's 12-11 loss in Boston, Bart was plunked on the left hand and suffered a fracture. Bart 0 for 6 since joining the Pale Sox, a walk and 4 strikeouts. On the year, he's batting .214 with 4 homers and 13 RBIs. And someone needs to tell MLB.com sports writer Craig Forty that Joey Bart was traded from Atlanta to Chicago, not from Pittsburgh. But we all make mistakes.
Well, there you go.
Falcons making more moves, releasing linebacker Troy Anderson this morning. A former second-round pick by the Falcons back in 22, Anderson has been sidelined by injuries most of his time here. He had 135 tackles, a pick 6, and a forced fumble. The Falcons signed wide receiver Christian Wilkerson. He's played 4 seasons in the league, appeared in 9 games, most recently 2 seasons with the Raiders from 23 to 24. Outside linebacker Jalen Walker gingerly placed on injured reserve. And good news, Bijan Robinson looked great in practice today, hooking up with Tua Tagovailoa for a great pass catch. Would have been a touchdown in a real game. Drake London said, it's fun to have a superhero back there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if him and Tua get a rhythm going, Michael Penix Jr. will be bench warming the entire season. Well, until Tua gets hurt.
Oh, my.
Former Falcons line quarterback Kirk Cousins is causing trouble already with his new team. Temper is flaring during the Raiders training camp today. Defensive end Max Crosby, 2 X's, hit quarterback Cousins not once but twice. Not near enough times. I told Max to get him at least 5 licks.
Now, Pete.
On the second hit of his arm, Cousins got into Crosby's face, grabbing the All-Pros jersey while both exchanged words before it was broken up, before Crosby would break his neck.
Yes, of course. Well,
he's
he
a
had
much
to,
larger man.
but he had to show his stuff, I guess.
True.
You know.
Ever get that feeling that you're being watched
Every
even
day,
when you're
every
alone?
day. Yes, I do.
I'm watching you right now.
I could tell that.
If you get that this fall at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, don't worry. You're on candid camera.
Oh.
The NFL has found a new use for artificial intelligence. It will not change the product on the field, but the fans, you may or may not notice it. Pervista AI is providing enhanced security at the bins here in Atlanta, home of the Falcons and United. The focus less on what's happening inside the stadium because they have metal detectors and magnetometers for that. Pervista is focused on potential threats outside the stadium, which I hope they have cameras in the mortar station or the surrounding neighborhoods. But anyway, they want to protect the tailgaters and parking lots from the threat of firearms. The company says if someone pulls out a gun, we have a data set of firearms and we're making a match frame by frame against that data set. And it's AI that's doing the work. But it's a natural human that will make the final call on whether it's a gun or not. They say they're looking for weapons, not people, so don't worry about losing any privacy. The machine won't even turn on unless there's an incident. Wasn't there a CBS TV show called Person of Interest that had a machine from AI that watched over us?
The future of,
That turned out okay, didn't it?
Oh, we didn't a happy ending, mostly.
Yeah. It's not official. You can try out for an NFL team, but if you don't make it, you now can come back to college football. Offensive lineman Cole Hudson has rejoined Texas. He got a 5th year of eligibility. Hudson played 48 games for the Longhorns and 23 starts at 3 positions, but had exhausted last fall his eligibility. After going undrafted, he tried many camps with the Browns and Cowboys, did not get a pro contract. So in July, Hudson filed a lawsuit against the NCAA in Travis County, Texas, seeking an additional year. And last week, the U.S. District Judge granted Hudson and others the right to play another year of college sports.
What was it? How did they decide he got another year?
Because he hadn't signed a pro contract yet, I guess.
Oh, jeez. Well, okay.
It's going to get to the point. They'll find a judge that'll say, I don't care if you signed a pro contract.
It's the minor league. It's the football minor league.
It is. That's what they want.
That's right.
That the grand poobahs of college football are trying to kill the goose with the golden egg by destroying the rivalries and the traditions, everything that made it special.
Whatever happened
to minor league of the frickin' NFL.
Yeah. We need rah-rah, zis, boom, bah, college stuff, for God. Give us college stuff.
The almighty dollar and Roger Goodell, and nobody says no to the NFL anymore.
That's like
NFL Hall of Fame game last night in Canton, Ohio. A doozy for once. But all the media can talk about today is former Georgia and Hurricanes quarterback Carson Beck's performance, even though the former Georgia Tech quarterback Haynes King won the game with a touchdown scramble as time expired. King led the Panthers to a comeback 33-30 win over the Cardinals in the first exhibition game this year. Haynes was 21 of 34 for 219 total yards, 3 total touchdowns, and no interceptions. His QB rating, 95.2. All the media wants to talk about is Beck, a third-round pick, completed 15 of 19 for 188 yards and 1 TD. His QB rating, 125.4. Yeah. Well. Saints wide receiver Brock Rechsteiner suspended by the NFL for the first 6 games of the regular season. No reason given for the suspension, but we might have what we call a clue.
A clue.
The 23-year-old Rechsteiner's father is WWE Hall of Fame wrestler Scott Steiner.
Ah, yes. So I wonder whether he
what could it have been? Twinkies?
Take him. Well, I think the problem was when he started bench pressing a school bus. They said, "No, now hold on a minute."
Now you're just a legend. Now for today's stupidest comment in sports. And surprise, surprise! Once again, it springs forth from the WNBA.
Oh boy!
In a recently resurfaced clip from May, Golden State Valkyrie star Gabby Williams said the current battle right now for players is to make sure all trans athletes are allowed to play on the team of their choosing. And for Williams, if that includes a WNBA team, then so be it. I would welcome a trans athlete on my team or against my team. I don't think it's a problem in the world. 6 years ago, Gabby wore a T-shirt that read, Black Trans Lives Matter. If I were the WNBA, I'd give her a chromosome test. Methinks the lady protests too much.
Yeah.
As for the trannies pummeling real women in real women's sports, here are some of the recent happenings for the thing the left always says never happens, according to Outkick.com. A.B. Hernandez has been dominating high school athletes all year long. Becky Pepper Jackson won a girls' state championship in West Virginia. Volleyball player Blair Fleming at SJSU. You had the Amon Khalif situation 2 summers ago in the Olympics. There was a high school trans pitcher in Minnesota who had a fastball that Nolan Ryan would like. And just this week it came out that the brother of Olympian Elisa Liu is a transgender athlete in California competing in track and field and girls varsity basketball.
That's right, brother.
I cannot wait until Gabby Williams' dream comes true and she sits on the bench watching delusional and misogynistic men take her job.
Yeah, they got to do it. Put up or shut up. Get a man on your freaking team, and just do it, and then shut up about it, and see what happens to you about it. See, it would be a comedy event. They could pay pay-per-view people to watch the shenanigans.
I'd watch it.
You're
then.
damn right I would. I would want to see the first time some man in a girl's uniform clotheslines one of these nasty angry women.
I'd wear a T-shirt that said "Go Men."
Kaboom.
Here's another stupid sports comment. New Purdue AD Tommy McClellan now admitting that his verbal attack on rival Hoosiers on his first day at the job, a mistake as soon as it left his mouth. Tommy said, if you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana, who just won a championship just a few months ago.
Feedback there.
August 7th on this date, 1915, Dario Resta wins the first champ car race to average over 100 miles per hour at a 100-mile race in Chicago, an average speed of 101.8. What make of car was Resta driving in 1915 to go 100 miles an hour?
A Benz. Or a
I'll give you
Porsche,
a hint.
probably. A Porsche?
It's French.
Oh, a Peugeot.
You're absolutely correct.
I'll be damned.
A Peugeot.
Oh, my brother.
There's sport.
All right. You got some sports birthdays coming up. We got Flounders Funnies. We got some tweet stuff. We got newsy stuff. And it's all coming your way, too. By the way, Ennis Cantor Freedom is going to try for the women's draft. It just popped up on that's next. Here at Fly. I do it, baby. Outstanding. Here we go.
Some things don't go out of style. Faith, family, and plain old common sense. And Extra 106.3 still believes in that. Listen live or stream us anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app.
Hey Atlanta, it's Drake Baldwin here. When I won Rookie of the Year, I thought of everyone who helped me along the way. My friends, my family, and hot showers. That's why when something goes wrong, I call Superior Plumbing. Still locally owned, Superior has been serving Atlanta for over 40 years as the go-to plumber for leak repairs, toilet replacement, and water heater installation. They don't call them the honest one for no reason. Superior's team is my MVP. Remember, there's no job too small.
770-422-PLUM. I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
Hello, folks. This is your captain speaking. As we prepare to take off, I'd like you to draw your attention to the dimmed lights, lit candles, and soothing sounds of smooth jazz. We'll be making love shortly and taking off in just a moment. Please fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. And this is your captain speaking again. As you can see, we're experiencing engine failure. Looks like we're not going to get this bird off the ground tonight.
Sound like your sex life? Did you know that 50% of men over 50 struggle with some form of ED? If you're struggling with ED, we understand the feelings of embarrassment, stress, and sadness. But there is help. You need Dr. Deal and Total Body Therapy of Georgia. They specialize in treatments like the P-Shot, testosterone replacement, regenerative therapy, and Trimix. Schedule your appointment today. Call 404-777-1911 and learn more online at tbtofga.com.
You know what you get back when you call the Trusted Toolbox? You get your time back, you get your family back, and you get your house back. No more spending weekends fixing loose doors, drywall cracks, or that list that never ends. With our handyman for a day, one skilled professional shows up, knocks out multiple repairs in one visit. Everything from drywall to ceiling fans changed out, painting, trim work, and so much more. Stop working on your house every weekend. Call the Trusted Toolbox, get your time back, and get it done right the first time. Book your appointment today at thetrustedtoolbox.com.
Neal Boortz is live every day on Extra 106.3.
Well, the communist with the great smile, Zoran Mamdani, is really facing a harsh reality on all these promises that he made to low-information New Yorkers to get elected mayor. The promise of free buses?
Catch Neal's commentary every day on Extra 106.3 or listen anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Da-da-da-da, with Kiki. That's her right there. Elton and Kiki D. Bum bum. I like Dancing Girl. What's the what's a little Dancing Girl? What the hell's the name of that little Dancing Girl song of his? I like that too. 1976, Elton John and Kiki D, #1 American chart. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. #6, #1 for Elton John. He wrote it with Bernie Taupin under the pseudonyms Ann Olson and Carte Blanche. Elton John and Kiki D, 1976. Dancing Queen, I think. Or no, that's not it. No, that's ABBA. What the hell's that? Tiny Dancer. There you go. God, I'm such an idiot. I hate myself. And now, how about some sports birthdays, Pete Davis? Jalen Hurts, Eagles quarterback, Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts is 28. Sidney Crosby, hockey star, 39 years old today. Mike Trout, the Angels outfielder, one of the best all-around players in baseball. Man, if he had been healthy and played for somebody else, he'd be, I don't know, way up there in terms of impressive attitudes. Mike Trout is 35 today. And tomorrow, Bob Cousy, famous Celtics basketball guard, the star Bob Cousy, is 98 tomorrow. Rod Laver turns 88, famous tennis player, redhead guy. And Deion Sanders' birthday tomorrow. Deion's going to be 59 years old.
Whose birthday is it Sunday?
Sunday's birthday, I don't know. Sunday's birthday is Donnie Most.
How about Monday?
Donnie Most to be 73, played Ralph Malph on Happy Days.
Okay. September 6th, I think is a Wednesday. Give me that birthday.
I'm going to have it for you on Tuesday.
Why don't you just every day tell us your favorite people and tell us when their birthday is?
I could do that. I might do that.
Because that's about as much if you're going to do tomorrow's birthdays too.
People might. Why not? Okay, well, see, you're the thing. I still under the freaking impression that people might find it interesting when they find out somebody they know from a past of special stuff and has his birthday
that day.
Well, who cares? But it's still interesting. If you're excited about Donnie Most being 59 tomorrow, it's the same thing as being 59 today.
If it was Flounder's birthday tomorrow, then it would be okay to say it's Flounder's birthday tomorrow.
Right,
we don't want to miss it.
Flounder's going to quit.
But Bob Cousy?
Flounder's walking out the door.
Bob Cousy.
All right, well, hold everything.
Rockin' Rod Laver.
Well, just for that, I'm going to do a longer story, my history, that I have to do because it involves the Marines, so there. It was on this day in 1942. The first American offensive of World War II, Operation Watchtower. The Marines landed on Guadalcanal, one of the Solomon Islands. The Americans were assaulted from both sea and air. The Navy was able to reinforce its troops. The Japanese had retreated on secret orders from the Emperor by the next February because we were killing them all. They found a total of more than 25,000 dead Japanese on Guadalcanal. A lot less of Americans were killed or wounded. The first Medal of Honor given to a Marine was awarded to Sergeant John Basilone, very famous Marine, for his fighting during Operation Watchtower, Guadalcanal, contributing materially to the virtual annihilation of the Japanese regiment. Here's one of the saddest notes about the Battle of Guadalcanal. During the fight, the USS ship the Juno was sunk, and it killed the fighting Solomon brothers. The Solomon brothers, there were 5 of them. And they all said, we will enlist in the Navy on the stipulation that we can serve together. And, of course, the Navy said, oh, God, this is great. Families stick together. We'll keep you brothers together to serve your country. What a great idea. And then nobody apparently realized what would happen if they were all in the same boat and it sank. And they were, and it did, and they all died. And it was because of the greatest military loss by any one family. And because of that, I believe it was that event that changed the rules about relatives. In fact, my brother, Gene, enlisted in the Army after I was in the Marines going to Vietnam because he knew he wouldn't go. And he told me that's why he did it, because he knew he would not be going to Vietnam because they wouldn't put brothers in. Anyway, sorry, Ron, sorry. Now, okay, here's the deal on this. I mean, this is freaking hysterical. It just broke open on Fox News. Former NBA draft first-round pick and third overall in 2011, Enes Kanter Freedom. He changed his name to last name Freedom. Enes Kanter Freedom, who has been an adamant opponent of LeBron James, the Chinese Communist Party, Nike, and more political activism. He believes blackballed him from the NBA. Well, this Enes Kanter Freedom has officially declared himself a prospect for the 2027 WNBA draft. In the aftermath of Sophie Cunningham making a definitive stance in women's sports should remain for women, coaches and players are opening up the floodgates for men in the league. Golden State Valkyries forward Gabby Williams said, Pete told you I would welcome a trans athlete on my team or against my team. Well, here we go. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then he says, I meet every requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA, Freedom stated in a social media post behind a studio desk wearing an orange WNBA sweatshirt with a Nike logo crossed out. Riley Gaines called the declaration genius and perfect, while sarcastically saying, hey, waiting to see which WNBA team recruits Enes Freedom. Freedom hasn't played in the NBA since being waived by the Rockets 3 or 4 years ago after a trade from the Celtics. Said, my team and I have carefully reviewed the WNBA's eligibility criteria and government framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. According to Freedom, based on current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. The way I see it, what makes any different than Leah Thomas at UPenn? When going by name, Will Thomas, he spent 3 seasons on the team's men's team before becoming a female in division area. The WNBA's undoubtedly asked for this. Now is the time to put their money where their mouth is. If you're really so inclusive, you should have no problem with it. If he identifies as a woman, who the hell are you to tell him who he is? Who are they to tell him if this is genuine or not? A great way to put their feet to the fire, opportunity to show that all this trans acceptance talk is just virtual signaling.
Thank you.
I'm definitely not here to mock or make fun of or disrespect any community or personal freedoms, Freedom added. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. Bingo, correct. Gabby Williams, Lynx coach. Remember that Lynx coach, Cheryl Reeve, said trannies belong in sports and that kind of stuff? The Valkyries coach, Seattle Storm center, Stephanie Dolson, all these people have made it clear they support men and women's sports. Well, if you support boys and girls sports, how about men and women's sports like your own? Anyway, Freedom wrapped up his announcement for the WNBA draft by saying, quote, my team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception, and I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp. Now, the league will have to put their foot down to protect the fairness, integrity of the league, or allow this guy to try out. They can't keep him out.
He's going to force them to make a rule and come out and say that men can't play.
That's right.
He's going to force them.
That's right. Which is the exact thing they should. And the problem is they're asking for it. You cannot come out and say boys belong in girls' sports, but men don't belong in women's sports. How do you do that? And again, I love it. That other girl he quoted, this other chick, the one you quoted too, has also been quoted as saying that they're really angry about that. This is some sort of attack on transsexuals. This has nothing to do with an attack on transsexuals. If you're a tranny, you're a tranny. I feel sorry for you, but I know you're still a human. I don't hate you for being a tranny, but it doesn't mean you get to play in girls' sports if you're a boy. I mean, it's got nothing to do with an attack on you as a person. It's keeping consistency to protect people in the sport they choose. And again, I don't know why they don't have a tranny league, because there aren't that enough of them, I don't suppose. How many teams would be in a tranny league of any sport? How many baseball trannies are there? I mean, seriously. Yeah, and how many girls would start trying out for the boys' teams? I mean, it's just silly. The whole thing is just ridiculous. So anyway, there you go. All right. By the way, Neal Boortz sent me a picture of the new bus he's getting. It's freaking spectacular. I'll send it to you guys. I don't want to post it because I don't think he wants people to know what it looks like when he gets it. It's magnificent.
Is he going to give you the old one?
Yeah, that'll be the day. I don't have 4.2 million to take it off his hands or whatever, 12 million or whatever it is.
Well, he don't need it anymore.
This thing is freaking beautiful. It's glass. And it's got the front of it looks like it's got like angel lights. I mean, it's just beautiful. I'll send you
I should have told him to say hi to my brother. He's right around the corner from my brother.
Oh, is that right? Cool. Yeah. Well, he's apparently going to pick it up next week. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's huge. I mean, it looks like a street block.
How do you drive that places? Because do you have to know where every low bridge is?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have to have and you have to know where to park it. You have to know how do you maneuver to get gas? I mean,
inventorying the thing is just a full-time gig.
Yeah, honey, did you bring the silverware? Well, I don't know. Give me an hour. I'll go look around.
It's a mobile Buc-ee's, is what it is.
It's huge. Did you see the picture? Did he send it to you?
No, I haven't seen the picture.
During the break, I'm going to send it to you right now. And I don't want to post it because he doesn't want people to know what it looks like. But I'm telling you, it's freaking beautiful. And it looks like it goes on and on and on. It's brutal. Anyway, Kimmer P. and Flounder, we got more. Look out, here we go. Look out.
Need more than just headlines on your ride to work? It's the Morning Extra, live from 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, only on Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.
Alumni Weekend is back August 14th and 15th, presented by your local Ford dealer. Come celebrate Braves legends on Friday with alumni autograph sessions. Snag the Big Cat Andres Galarraga bobblehead presented by Northside Hospital and enjoy the on-field presentation of all our legends. Then line the streets of Battery Avenue on Saturday for the Legends Parade, followed by MLBX, a new twist on the Home Run Derby. Visit Braves.com/alumni weekend to see all of the details. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
America! Chuck, yeah! Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar is celebrating the red, white, and blues all summer long with our America 250 summer menu. We're talking Cyclone char-grilled oysters, Route 66 smash burgers, crab meat boardwalk fries, and USA-inspired cocktails. Raise a glass and cheers to 250 years of the US of A at Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar. Locally owned in downtown Alpharetta and Cumming, across from the Collection. Find your location and details at theshuckandshack.com.
Calling all contractors. Stovall & Company Wholesale Landscape Supply is here for you.
We've been family owned and operated for more than 75 years, and we just opened our 11th location in Canton, Georgia.
We are proud to provide all your wholesale irrigation, nursery, and landscape supply needs.
We are partnered with Keystone Hardscape to offer a wide variety of products to enhance any outdoor living space.
Here at Stovall, we have it all. Check us out at StovallInc.com or visit any of our convenient locations throughout North Georgia.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. How's it going? You know what drives me nuts? Home improvement companies that quote one price and then add charges to it. I've been trusting my friend Jeff Shea at Peach State Windows for years, and it's because he does stuff like this. Here's the deal. 1,000 square feet of premium James Hardie fiber cement siding installed for only $6,985. That's including removal of your old siding, professional installation, and paint. No surprises, just one price. PeachStateWindows.com. That's PeachStateWindows.com. Peach State Windows, quality that lasts.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-1509. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-1509. That's 800-555-1509. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509.
You know, identity theft can cost you more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. I mean, it's a ton. It's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $3 million for the most comprehensive plan. If your money is stolen due to identity theft, they have your back. If you have personal expenses while resolving identity theft, like paying for travel or extra child care, LifeLock has your back. Need coverage for lost wages because work had to take a back seat through all of this. You guessed it, LifeLock has your back. Plus, there's coverage if you need to pay fees for lawyers and experts to resolve your case. Do not face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and your finances with LifeLock like Tanya and I did years and years ago. We are happy we did. We still have LifeLock. I pay for it every month. Join today. 30% off your first year with the promo code BECK. 1-800-LifeLock. 1-800-LifeLock or go to LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK and save 30%. Terms to apply. 1-800-LifeLock. Promo code BECK. LifeLock.com.
Hello. I'm Johnny Cash. I like songs like the boom, boom, like the Stadler Brothers kind of country. Say a heartbreak, baby. Who did this song originally? This was a real big hit song, and I forgot who did it originally. Sea of Heartbreak. It's like, it was another country star, oh, God, I can't remember. I'll get it. I hate myself. 1954, Johnny Cash married Vivian Liberto at St. Anne's Church in Memphis, 1954. Johnny Cash had plans of becoming a Memphis appliance salesman. He instead formed a band with Luther Perkins and Marshall Grant, and they signed on to Sun Records a year later in 1954. But loneliness. I have to look up who sang this song. It's killing me. I won't be able to sleep tonight. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, Sea of Heartbreak. I'll get it. Birthdays include Charlize Theron, the freakoid actress chick, 51 years old, Calypso in the Odyssey. She won an Oscar for the movie Monster, about that Elaine Warnos, I think. Was in the Italian Job, Mad Max. Charlize Theron, 51, has said in the past, as a teen, something bad happened that affected the rest of her life when her mother killed her father in self-defense. When Charlize Theron was a teenage girl. Her mom killed her father in self-defense, and it kind of messed her up a little bit.
All right. Yeah. Is it Don Gibson?
Yes, Don Gibson.
Poco, The Searchers, the new Jordan Swingers.
No, Don Gibson. It was Don Gibson who did the first big hit of it. You're right. Don Gibson. Oh, yeah, it was big, huge. If you were only older, you remember. And one more quick thing. You remember the guy's actor's name, Tobin Bell. Tobin Bell is 84. If you don't know the name, you know his face. He's a great killer character. He played John Kramer in the Jigsaw movies. Also, he was that albino-looking, white-haired guy, the murderer killer guy in The Firm. And he also played a role as one of the old men in one of the episodes of Seinfeld where they were volunteered to take care of old people. Tobin Bell, 84 years old today. Wayne Knight, Newman on Seinfeld and also in Jurassic Park. Wayne Knight is 71 today here, just for the record. And on this day in history, hold on, my Mr. Phone went gongo on me, 1974, Philippe Petit travels the void between the World Trade Center towers 1,350 feet off the ground on a tightrope. The rope was actually a 450-pound cable. He used a 26-foot-long balancing pole. The balancing pole, 26 feet long, weighed 55 pounds. In 45 minutes, Philippe Petit, in 1974, managed to make 4 round trips on that wire, an act that was not approved of. Fortunately for Petit, all the charges were dropped when they charged him in exchange for a performance for children. In October 2015, again, this was 1974, in 2015, Robert Zemeckis released the film The Walk, based on Philippe Petit from 1974.
You're one story short.
What'd I do? I got it. Elon Musk, the big building?
Nope.
Deadliest animal in the world. I got that yesterday. Hold on.
Nope.
Scientists debunked the famous animal, the dodo bird. Well, I got to do the dodo bird. The dodo bird is, if you said, you're going the way of the dodo bird. They were so stupid they couldn't even fly. They were birds and they couldn't, like pigeons and big, dumb pigeons. Well, now they've done some findings and checked their brains and skulls and stuff and found out that the dodo bird was the most famous the most famous animal that went extinct. And it happened because Buffonus featherbag, extinct in the late 17th century. Humans arrived on the island where they lived in Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. And the problem was that they liked people. And so as it turned out, all the people who showed up, the Dutch sailors, they weren't afraid of them. So the Dutch sailors just killed them all and ate them. The dogs ate them, cats ate them, pigs ate them, rats ate them. I mean, they didn't do anything. They just stood there and let you eat them. Anyway, they say now that the dodo skull shows that it was at least as smart as a pigeon. They just weren't scared of people, and they didn't learn how to be scared of people when they kept getting killed. Anyway, the dodo bird extinct, and it wasn't because they're stupid.
What's his face's Darwin's big theory was about the dodo. It's wrong.
That's right. It showed the Darwin theory of evolution was not correct. Because of the dumb old dodo bird. Weirdo. 5:56. Should we do you have time for a game? I got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minute game?
No, you do not have time for
It'll be postponed till Monday.
Well, that's very disappointing.
Well, we had to get Bob Cousy's birthday in there,
well, you never know when you might have to get extra birthdays.
Tomorrow.
I use that tomorrow.
Rod Laver.
Did you know yesterday was Bob Cousy's birthday?
Now, thank you. Oh, my God.
No, you can use it tomorrow and say today.
You just want me to stop doing birthdays in history. Well, guess what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to stop.
Just stick to the day that we're on.
Well, oh my God! If someone would think, "Boy, that's really interesting," today they would say, "Oh, that's really interesting." Tomorrow,
I guarantee you, no one
a birthday.
in this listening audience thought, gosh, I'm glad I heard about that Bob Cousy birthday tomorrow. I'm going to light a candle for the guy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's your homework.
He was a Celtic. Who cares?
Ladies and gentlemen, who's your homework? I want you to find somebody to call me on Monday and tell me that you appreciate the fact you found that Bob Cousy's still freaking alive. How about that?
A Boston fan.
He's
Great.
98 years old. The man is 98 years old. Hall of Fame star.
You could have waited to next year when he turns 99 and do it on his day.
Well, I'm going to wait 2 years and do it when he's 100.
I wouldn't push it that far.
Well, no, I wouldn't push it that far. By the way, there's been a survey by the World Population Review which found out the deadliest animals in America by area. Georgia residents are most afraid of the most deadly animals in Georgia are pygmy rattlesnakes. Timber rattlesnakes, the top fear in Connecticut and Kansas. And by the way,
nobody in Georgia is fearing a pygmy rattler.
Well, they should because they're dangerous because they let go of all the venom. They go, it's all over. They don't do a little bit. It's on the list. I've got it here.
Copperheads and rattlers.
Oh my God! Then we just deny the world population scientists who actually got the number of people bit by the things.
Well, because the most dangerous poisonous animal in this state is the coral snake.
Well,
That's
there you are.
Poisonous.
Well, in Alaska, you know what the most dangerous animal is in Alaska? Dogs. Dogs.
Arf.
Dogs. Household pets, dogs. The state's most concerning animal. Coyote's the biggest threat in Illinois, Minnesota, New Jersey, and Utah. Coyote, dangerous, most dangerous. Anyway, hey, Flounder, how about a little Flounder's funny, actually? One more shot. There you go.
I walked in this place the other day. I go, hey, can I sit there? The guy goes, that section's closed. Really? Half your restaurant's closed? Let me guess. The reason you're able to close off half your restaurant is you don't have any customers. So you're not really in a position to tell me where I can or cannot sit. Matter of fact, I do want to sit in that section. I want to take all the tables and chairs that nobody's using, and I want to build a fort, all right? They don't like it when you switch tables. Hey, Megan, the sun's in my eyes. Can I move to that table right there? That's Jennifer's section. Okay, how about if you wait on me in Jennifer's section? That's impossible. Impossible? Really? Megan, we're not talking about North Vietnam and South Vietnam. We're talking about areas of a Ruby Tuesday that are separated by a line that an 18-year-old made with a magic marker on a dry erase board. With a little bit of courage, we can cross that line together, Megan. They're so serious about those restaurant sections. Half the time, I'm the only one in the restaurant. I walk up there, party of one. Hold on. She looks down at that schematic for like 15 minutes. Look, MacArthur, it's not a battlefield, all right? You pick a table, and I'll sit at it. I don't know whose turn it is. It's my turn. I'm the only one here. Just turn around and spit, and whatever table you hit, I'll sit at the one next to it.
And that is
Mr. Greg Warren.
There you go. Boys, have a great weekend. Hi to your sweet ladies, and God bless America. Christine, sing me home, baby. Gotta go. You're killing me. Look out.
I'm frozen.
Streaming across Georgia on the Extra 106.3 app. This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
It appears he has the votes. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News.